show, which was a brave
Hits,
thing.
what's your dream car, Chief? So the apprentices want a Ford Raptor. What are you after?
Look, I don't go way over the top. I was always partial to the Maserati Quattroporte. I just like the four-door sedan.
Not way over the top.
Well, compared to some of the vehicles that are out there.
Maserati for the Chief. You've probably got yours, Dave.
I've got mine, Howie. The 6.2 litre thumping V8 Chevrolet Camaro.
And when he presses the key, he can start the engine and
I
rev
do
it
that
right up.
to just humour you, Howie. But if I was to talk about a dream one, though, it would be the Corvette. The step up.
It would be you, Guru.
I just like the Bentley. I like the way it looks. I like the way it sounds. One of the directors at Richmond had it. I went for a ride in it one
The
day.
two-door soft top?
No, I don't like the soft top. I like the hard top.
Okay.
Go the hard top.
The V12 sort of
V12.
option. Yeah.
V12, yeah.
Das?
I picture Nate in a Bentley when he's climbed up the tree at the Shakers and he's just...
Not up for that fine, he's not
paid up
that's
for
the
fines.
truth. I'm someone who doesn't necessarily have a great appreciation for cars, so I'm very happy to drive a bit of a shitbox, Howie. My wife, on the other hand...
Oh, yes.
That's a nice car, Das.
and
I
so
saw that last week.
She
as
was
I
away
commented.
last week,
Yeah.
and I'd been driving the Land Rover Defender
Beautiful
more
car.
often, and that is a beautiful, beautiful car. I'm thinking I'd like to get that
So
one back
Beck
now.
likes to roll the limousine wheel, doesn't she?
She likes to
The
do it.
limousine, the expensive cars.
Yeah, she does.
You've got your dream car too, with the labelling of the Barwon Heads Brewery on the side of it at the moment.
Ford Ranger.
Yeah.
You got a Ford Ranger.
I've got.
Is it a Raptor?
No, it's just a normal one. I did my first beer sale this week. I drove up and delivered 10 slabs to your man at Lamaro's.
To Dimmer.
Did
you?
He's got the
Dimmer's
draft
take-
and the Japanese lager
on tap? You've got him on tap? Or
That's
no?
coming,
Okay.
as long as we sell a few cans.
All right, good luck with that.
So get down to Lamaro's. Now, Tunners tell me to go to break, but I just want a yes or no on this one because it's been a divisive issue this week. Nuclear power.
This is right in the hitting zone, isn't it? This
Yes, it is. Yes or no?
Yes.
Nate.
Absolutely yes. Did you know?
Oh, here we go.
Did you know that France have 18 nuclear stations
Right.
and they 1/10 of the emissions of both Germany and England, and then other places buy it off them? Our country is so stupid, Howie. The left don't even know what they're complaining about. Nuclear
It's not
power.
a political question,
no
Brownie.
idea.
But they make it a political
They do.
thing,
Well,
Damo.
Dutton has.
It should be the most neutral conversation in the world to go with nuclear energy, but for some reason we don't. Our electricity costs would be 70%
Oh,
less.
he's throwing stats out of
70%
It's
less.
the most articulate 30
like it.
seconds Nate's ever
It
had.
riles me up the left and the Greens. They kill me.
Damo, yes or no?
It's a yes for me too.
Chieftain.
No.
No.
And I would love to debate this with Nate.
Yeah.
I haven't got time, unfortunately.
Oh, no,
I'd love you to debate it with you, mate. Think you'd beat
Here
it.
we go.
Well,
Here we
okay.
go.
Here we go.
Have you worked out the economics behind how long it takes and how much it costs to actually develop nuclear power plants?
No, I haven't done that, Chief, as you know the answer
And there
to
are
that.
there are no definitive impacts upon climate change at this particular point in time. Cramp.
Oh,
He's gone. He's gone.
Look at him. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Now,
That's the shakers getting you.
let me remind you of a little
So what did you
mild
say?
adversity in 1986 called Chernobyl. Now, I'm not suggesting we're going to have a nuclear reactor meltdown,
France seem to be going well today,
okay,
Chief.
that's okay. We're not France. Now,
We've got a lot of space.
correct,
And we're very
that's half
safe.
the problem. That's half the
hardly
problem.
any
Hang
tectonic
on.
plates in our country.
Hang on.
Tectonic plates.
Yep, that's an issue for nuclear reactors.
We've had a few.
What an imbecile this man is.
We've had a few little rumbles recently. Brownie.
Nate, what's wrong with improving our solar and wind options? And what about the
Because they're
technology
unreliable.
behind battery
Unreliable.
storage? Oh, please. Are you serious?
Unreliable. Solar. Tell me one thing that's worked 100% about solar. You meant to get all these rebates. Do people actually get the rebates? You don't know what you're talking about. on this one.
I'm talking about improving the technology and going down.
What does the current government? What is their plan? They don't have
They
a
haven't got
plan.
a clue.
No.
Can't.
Unfortunately, the game starts in 7 minutes because
The cost involved in setting up nuclear power plants is astronomical.
I would like.
And a 10-year program.
But it's sturdy and it's reliable. We have unreliable grids, Chief.
Sturdy nuclear. Chernobyl
I didn't
melted off the
take
face of
you
the
for a
planet.
lefty. I didn't take you for a lefty.
Wasn't too sturdy. No, I'm not a lefty at all.
Chief,
You
call it
sound like an
the
absolute
fucking
fuck.
I am
shit.
not a lefty.
You sound like a lefty wanker.
No. what I am is I'm on the right side of
The left.
In between the left and the right. I'm more towards the right.
How's the cramp,
But
Chief?
favouring it's gone. And if it recovers enough, I might get up and club Nathan.
I don't go left or right. I just go straight.
No, you go very right.
I love how
Even
all
though you're a
debates
left footer.
in the Triple M box end with someone's going to club someone else. When you run out of facts, you just go.
We're going to take a break here. The Blues
I've got a cramp.
coming up. Big crowd coming in. Chief's got a full Rapinadale cramp. Let's get to a break. I've lost it. For McDonald's and Remo Water, Triple M Rocks Footy.
It's coming back!
Triple M Footy, prime time. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners. Put your trust in the experts in air.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M Rocks Footy.
Give yourself a holiday boost with up to 10% off your next break when you book direct at choicehotels.com. Boost your well-being, boost your energy, boost your happiness. Whether you're craving a coastal road trip or rainforest adventure, Choice Hotels has over 170 locations across Australia and New Zealand. Plus, you'll get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead. Book it with Choice Hotels. T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for full details.
Amy's Only in Australia files. When it's backyard cricket season and the umpire, who's also your mum, calls no ball. But that's irrelevant because now her brand new bay window is smashed. That's when you know the lucky country isn't so lucky. So it's
lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying home building insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
Ready to kick goals on and off the field? You need Employment Hero. From hired to retired, it automates all the pesky parts of HR, recruitment and payroll. Plus, it comes with Smart Match, an AI recruitment tool that matches you with top candidates instantly. Imagine never having to search for people or post a job ad again. Join the 300,000 businesses using Employment Hero to tackle employment admin and get your business back in the game. Search Employment Hero today. It's employment solved.
Hey, there he is. How's dad life?
Phil, I'm so tired, but it's the best.
All settled in with everything?
Yeah, pretty much. Switched my super over to Seabus too.
What's that got to do with your kid?
Oh, well, I really got to make sure this hard work pays off now. You know.
True.
Seabus Super, making hard work pay off since 1984. To consider if Seabus is right for you, go to seabussuper.com.au for PDS and TMD. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Cut through the background blah to hear more of the sounds you want to hear with Specsaver's advanced hearing technology.
He gives it everything he's got from outside 50. It's a goal!
Book a hearing appointment with our audiology professionals for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. Always follow the directions for use.
Tradies, gear up for winter with Hard Yakka. We're redefining toughness for the colder months. Our new winter range for men and women is here, featuring a huge selection of ultra-warm jackets and vests ready to shield you from the elements. And our iconic 3056 tradie boot, a must-have for the season. Every item crafted for durability and outstanding performance. So get your winter gear sorted at your nearest stockist or visit hardyakka.com. For the Aussie legends of today, Hard Yakka, nothing's tougher.
For the hottest of hot water you've ever seen, Ream comes on steady, hot and strong. It just keeps on and on.
Ream's been proudly manufacturing here in Australia for over 80 years.
Install a Ream. Install a Ream.
So ask your plumber for Ream, Australia's #1.
Every massive moment lives right here.
That is as good as you'll see.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy. And the first quarter is coming up next.
What's on your Aussie bucket list? Sitting around the campfire on a beach at Exmouth after fishing all day? Exploring the tip of Cape York or the bottom of the Eyre Peninsula? Do it all in a titanium caravan. Australian made, Australian owned, superior quality and ultimate comfort. With titanium caravans, you can go off-road and off-grid in total luxury. Experience titanium caravans for yourself in their Epping showroom or visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for titanium caravans. Stay off-road and off-grid for longer with a luxurious titanium caravan. Visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
That's it. This is the Triple M footy prime time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries air conditioners. Put your trust in the experts in the air. Damo, before you depart the MCG, headline for tomorrow, please.
I feel the Cats will hang on tonight, but I think it's going to be a really narrow margin, Howie, and you'll know that number 45 for the Geelong Cats is a very good player by the name of Brad Close, and it will be so close.
Oh, yes. I like that, Damo. That's sharp by you. Very good, Damo.
Thanks for your help.
Take the rest of the night off. Well done to you. Bob Jane T-Mars, they've got buy 3, get 1 free plus this cash back deals. Paddy Dangerfield back as captain of the Cats, wins the toss. They'll kick to the pods, stand in. Call or shop online today. T&C's apply. Nat Ioannidis, the star that is, comes to us. Good evening to you, Nat.
Howie, it's great to see Patrick Dangerfield back for the Cats. Of course, he did his hammy against Carlton the last time they played, so good to see him back out there today. A balmy 8 degrees here at ground level at the MCG, but the most importantly, no rain on the radar, so hopefully not going to affect the game too much today. The last time these two teams played, 87,775 people. Of course, it was a Cats game though, so we could have more. And the subs today, Corey Durden for Carlton and Gary Rowan for Geelong.
Two-man's recovered after the Collingwood North Melbourne affair. Good evening to you, Chewy. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, good evening, Howie. Look out for Jeremy Cameron. Past 2 games against the Blues, he's averaged 21 touches, but he's kicked 11 goals, 2 for Red Z.
Looking forward to a great clash. Some big inclusions for the Cats, Brownie, which you've got to think is going to make a hell of a difference. Having Danger back in the midfield, massive for a team whose midfield has really misfired. He's going to be an important inclusion. I think also Zach Tui, Ollie Henry, there's a lot to like about the way the Cats look tonight on paper. Can they find that form?
And the two brothers, De Koning, going against each other in the ruck. No Stanley tonight, so that is massive.
What a turn-up that is, Nate Brown. It's Sam facing off with Tom and with Charlie Curnow and Harry Mackay down there. What a move to have Sam De Koning and the experienced ruckman Tom. Got the first possession down to Cripps. Sam butters out. Tom back in there. It's a De Koning fest early here at the MCG. Dangerfield with his first touch. It's been intercepted and a dump tackle on Walsh. And that will be interesting. Paddy Dangerfield's first tackle. Have a look at this one, Nate. What do you reckon?
He hit his head late. They're going to look at that. They are definitely going to look at it.
Walsh's kick inside forward 50. Punt road end goes out of bounds. Chief, have another look. Harvey Norman replay. The Dangerfield tackle.
Didn't look great, but all the... I mean, you're just trying to tackle the man ball and all the momentum's dragging him forward. I don't know what else he can do other than let him go, Nate.
Walsh got up okay though too, which is good.
So the De Koning boys go head-to-head. Long hair flowing. Grabbing out of the ruck is the Carlton version. His brother just treads on his head. Cripps. And... Geez, a nice crowd coming in too, Chewy.
I reckon about 75,000, Howie.
Oh, wow.
So we probably expected... I thought Blitzarves would do the ruck work, but he's actually gone to Paddy Cripps. And it's left De Koning in the ruck against his brother. So it's going to be a great matchup to watch.
Thanks, Patrick. Looks like they're going after Tom Stewart down there as well. Nate Brown, as sides have in recent times. Is that Chincotta?
It will be.
Alongside him. So a lot of work. Here's Sam De Koning, wins it clean against brother Tom. Picked up by Williams, who's relishing his role as a forward. The kick floats across goal. Stewart's back there. They want the boundary line. The Cats defenders get it. Let's get down to Nat Ioannidis for Bob Jane T-Marts.
Just keeping an eye on the Carlton doctor. Is wandering down towards that pocket where they are kicking at the moment because no doubt Sam Walsh is going to have a chat to him after his head hit the deck.
The De Koning boys again setting up. Tom for Geelong, Sam for Carlton. Grabbed out of the ruck by Sam. And again, a lot of players jump on the footy. So pretty scrappy start here.
Sam.
Very crisp evening, as Nat told us. Winter solstice. Grabbed out of the ruck by the Carlton version. De Koning, and he kicks the opener. Oh, Sam on his brother Tom. I don't know what Mum and Dad do. They're not too sure. And the Harvey Norman. Incredible scenes as Dar said. It's a De Koning off.
The great part about that is after he kicked it, Tom De Koning didn't go and have a crack at his brother Sam. It was Paddy Cripps that went over and had a crack. They had a good crack, and that brought a response from 3 or 4 of the Geelong teammates. So a little bit of spice early in the game, but it's a great stoppage goal from Tom De Koning. That's a brilliant start.
And Tom has been the number 1 ruckman at the Blues, so obviously Pitnet's been out, and he's been getting big numbers. So I think he had 24 disposals last week, 25 a couple of weeks ago. Now his brother comes in, who I don't think's played ruck at any stage of his career. It is a big ask for somebody who's never played ruck against somebody who's been doing it for the best part of 2 years now. Big challenge for the young man from Geelong.
And past 4 rounds, 3rd-rated player in the AFL, Das, averaging 22 disposals, 10 clearances.
Great shot of Mum in the crowd. She is knowing what that's going to mean. Older brother beating up on the younger brother with the first goal. Tom De Koning, and now Harry Mackay. In fact, it's going to be a Charlie Curnow free kick, Chief. And this is the fascinating part. Sam De Koning, you would have thought might have been a natural matchup for Mackay. He's casting the role of a ruckman. Harvey Norman replay, free kick there.
So big job for Kolodjasny on Charlie Curnow. Just put the arms around. And as soon as you put the arms around, I don't think there's much in that. No. The umpires don't like seeing the arms half go around the player in front.
What a start this would be for the Blues to jump out of the blocks here at the MCG to the punt road end. Charlie Curnow loved it off the boot. Carlton go bang, bang, and they kick the first 2 in short time here. 3.5 minutes into the first term, and it's all the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Carlton 2 straight, the Cats yet to score.
So there's a couple of contingencies for Geelong if it doesn't work out. That is Blixarves back into the ruck, and they send De Koning back. If he's going okay in the ruck, if Tom Stewart's not getting a fair bit of the footy on Chid Cotter, he could start to go to either Mackay or Curnow. Now, Tom Stewart's played those sort of roles before, so they've got a couple of levers they can pull, Geelong, if things go a little bit south early.
So extraordinary start to this one. Sam De Koning Geelong, Tom De Koning Carlton. In the ruck again we go. Tom's kicked the opener, and now Curnow with the second. So the Blues lead at 2 straight. Geelong yet to score on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Stay off road and off grid for longer with a luxurious Titanium Caravan. Crowd continues to build. Cripps tries to extract it out of the middle. Here comes the Ocean Grove flyer. Walsh, left foot slider inside 50. Just off the chest of Curnow. Stewart. Big night for him to Tui. Heads down towards the members' wing. Carlton have got the numbers, and it's a good mark taken coming back by Lockie Cowan. In game 15, the man out of Devonport.
He's starting to get better and better, this kid. Game 15 now, so he's played enough, and every time you see him, he looks like a classy operator.
Just dumps the kick back down the line. The Blues have dominated possession, and Curnow's just manhandled Kolodjasny. He loves to play on. There's Charlie to Mackay. Slapped down. Ollie Dempsey down there. Sam De Koning back. Calm defence. So the Geelong defence under all sorts of pressure, and they've turned it over into the hands of the waiting George Hewitt, who is on the edge of forward 50. And he'll take his best effort, but Carlton dominating early here.
Stay out, Nick, right out.
George Hewitt, 5 goals. He's not going to go the journey. Pops it up in the Curnow direction, easily taken care of by Zach Guthrie. Over for a boundary thrown deep and attack punt road end.
92% of the time has been spent in Carlton's half. Not even their half, their forward half is inside forward 50.
Triple M Seabus Super making hard work pay off. Jason Dunstall, Nathan Brown. Squirts out the back again. Blues are dangerous. Stewart tries to run through a couple of tackles. Just a hand pass to his defensive 50 as best he can. Akers spun in the tackle. Opportunity for the Blues again. Snapping ball right to the teeth of gold. Rush through, is it? And it is by Stewart. Takes care of it. They're going to review it, but I think Curnow's boot was too late.
Tom.
Yeah. We just took the ball across the scoreline before we took it.
Yeah. Score review. Umpire's call is 1 behind. Please check that across the scoreline.
Billy did.
Come on, Tunners. Get them sorted out.
So we're already seeing
scoring line.
A snapshot.
Decision on the scoreboard.
Still got to satisfy the sponsors, haven't we?
2-1-13 the Blues. Geelong yet to score. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Staff road and off grid for longer with a luxurious Titanium Caravan. They're behind stand.
Chief, I know that's a growing frustration of yours, and I would bet Carlton are on fire at the moment. They don't want to pause the game.
Not at all.
You just get a 45-second. The Cats get to draw breath. They've been hammered early. Dangerfield, welcome back, Paddy. Takes it at half back. bursts away and then floats one to half forward. Hawkins tried to muscle Wiedering. What about the party trick from Wiedering? Got it behind his back. Harlem Globetrotter style. The Blues go inside forward 50, front and centre, picked up by Owies. Oh, the Blues! They are out of the blocks. They've kicked the first three, and the Cats are stunned. Early stages, first term. What a start. Carlton's 3-1-19. The Cats haven't fired a shot on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Oh, it started at half-back. The intercept from our man
Wiedering.
You called the party trick. So he nearly ran over the ball and then trapped it behind his bum, passed it back under his legs into the front. It looked like what you see the basketballers do when they dribble the ball between their legs. It was fantastic stuff. And then I loved the contest from Cincotta on Stewart just to bring the ball to ground, Brownie.
It was almost the perfect play for a football team, wasn't it? So you got your big centre half back making the contest and giving it to your midfielder in Paddy Cripps. You get the ball forward. As you said, there was a contest, but more importantly, two players at the front of that contest. One of them was Owies, the other one was Curnow. Owies took it, kicked the goal.
What's happening on the Reds' edge, Stu?
Inside 50 is 5 zip Carlton's way, but they've kicked 3 goals, 1 from those 5 entries.
Reds' Ed lending loans to the self-employed, redzed.com.
And Harvey Norman, a replay screen showed us he didn't go between the legs, he went round the back.
Incredible. Free kick in the centre for the Cats. Their first inside 50. Cameron's the target. Out the back, Tui. Bounces. Zach Tui stands up, points to the crowd and says, "Oi, we're in this." Carlton 3-1. Geelong won straight. Triple M Titanium Caravan scored, but we're only about 7 minutes in, and it's an outstanding game of footy.
High scoring, isn't it? Both these sides, the last time they played, both scored well over 100, but that is the quick response, and they needed the Cats because this game was getting out of hand. That's the first time they've been inside forward 50, but again, players at the front of the pack, and it was Jeremy Cameron who broke the pack. He came from the goal square and was able to, didn't really get his hands on the football, but he didn't allow his defenders to get their hands on the football as well. Brought it to ground level, and Zach Tui was in the right spot.
What about the kick, Brown? You know when you kick that round the corner, but you do the end-over-end dribble kick? It went like a rocket.
Yeah.
Never got more than 2 or 3 feet off the ground. Just kept racing end over end. Struck it perfectly.
It's his 100th career goal, Zach Tui. Played 120 games for Carlton now in his 8th year at Geelong, and what a play the Irishman has been. And that was an important goal, having been jumped early. Cripps picked it up, stole it away from Max Holmes, went with a little chip kick that was almost turned over. It spills back out to Ollie Dempsey. Here come the Cats. Stengel's pushed up the half forward. He's got a little one to Cameron on the edge of 50. Take his best centering kick. Magnificent. Almost a look-away kick that Stevie J used to do, and he finds Max Holmes 35 out almost directly in front.
Brilliant square-up kick. Great vision from Jeremy Cameron. We know he's a great field kick. It was a poor choice from Paddy Cripps out of the middle. He kicked short to a 50-50. Needed to take territory. And it was Blitzarves in the ruck on that occasion as Sam DeConing comes off for a spell.
I love the way that he body language drew defenders away from Max Holmes, and then he really kicked it around the body. Talented young player Holmes, picked 20 in the 2020 draft, makes no mistake from there, and they get the quick reply. 2 goals, and then they fight straight back the Cats. 3-1-19 to 2 straight 12. Cracking start to this game at the MCG. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Both ruckmen off for a rest very early. They would have ummed all week about, okay, so who do we send Cincotta to? Is it going to be Tom Stewart or is it going to be Max Holmes? Tom Stewart so instrumental in the back half of the ground, but Max Holmes with pace to burn like no other player on the Geelong list. He's like a young Patrick Dangerfield. Nobody can go with him, so they would have thought, okay, do we need to go to him in the middle? No, we think Tom Stewart at this stage is more important.
For Friday night feed, make it McSmart with a new McSmart meal from Macca's. 2 burgers, small fries and a small soft drink. Only $6.95. Get your hands around that. So DeConing, Tom, Curnow and Owies, the opening 3 for the Blues. Then Tui and Holmes replying in very quick fashion. Blitzarves now in the ruck with Mackay, holding going the way of the Cats. Holmes another possession. Runs forward, steps around a man. He's a powerful player. Sends it into the pocket on the long lead is Henry. Gets out the back of him. He made a good effort in the marking contest. And it goes across the line in front of Cameron with the Cats in attack.
What sort of crowd did you say, Truman? About 75,000 thereabouts, Stars.
Turn up the Carlton fans in 2024, and so they should. Their team second on the ladder coming into round 15. This is a massive game against this quality opponent. The Cats, well done, Walsh, got it to Hewitt. Mackay. took the mark in front of Blitzarves.
I like that. So he's playing the second ruck, Harry Mackay, but he pulled out side the 50 for that stoppage. Wiedering went up against Hawkins, who always does the ruck work for the Cats. So you've got that outlet target.
And Wiedering, not a bad matchup in the ruck in that situation as well, Chief, with his big frame. Free kick going against Cincotta.
That was clumsy. He just took the arm of Stewart. So that's that. He's paranoid about not letting Stewart take an intercept mark.
Stay out.
Short one to Holmes. The little kick too high it was for the intended target, and Jack Bowe's going to come out in the direction of Elijah Hollins, and that is a good ball back through the corridor. Matty Kennedy, and they got runners everywhere. The Blues all of a sudden, Orazio Fantasia back in the side, and he pulls a short kick to Cincotta, and this is a bit of gold, Chief and Nate. If you can kick one on Stewart the other way, that is huge.
Wait for my call. No closer.
The defensive forward role for Alex Cincotta, and that is a snap that's gone through. They're calling touched off the boot, Howie. The goal has been signalled. They all get reviewed. Cincotta's celebrating. So we'll mark that one down for now. 4-1-25, Carlton 2 straight 12. The Cats, Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Yeah, they're not protesting much, the Cats defenders, and they're not setting up for a kick out, so I don't think this one was touched. But you're right, Duke, that is perfect. When a man that's doing a defensive job on one of the opposition guns can then become that attacking threat. Stewart played off him a little bit, he got caught out, gave him a bit too much space. You've got to punish him when you get the chance, and that's what Cincotta did.
And all the word coming out of Geelong, people that know, they say he hates being tagged. He just hates it. He gets under his skin. He gets a little bit angry, which we've seen a couple of times. And nice bit from Fantasia. First touch came onto the ground, Chiefs man, and was a nice kick.
She's had some men out inside 50 Noodles. It's been 4 Carlton players free. So they extended out to a 13-point margin. Halfway through the first term, that is the Blues kicked the first 3 before Geelong responded. Nicely done by Newman. Marks on his chest at true centre half back in front of a crowd that continues to roll into the MCG, goes short to Walsh. Takes it, plays on. The man from Ocean Grove sends it deep towards Curnow. He's got 2 to beat. And it's Collar Jasny who wins the contest in the air.
Strong hands from Collar Jasny. At half back to Koning, the ruckman. Sam from Geelong takes the mark. He's up against Harry Mackay at the moment. Brother Tom still trying to get back on the interchange. Oh, Collar Jasny trying to take on a nest of Blues, and it's been turned over at centre half forward. They'll make them pay here. Owens plays on over the top to Cripps. He's got a man in the goal square. Williams, if he can get the left foot bender there, and it got through a set of hands. Williams just got a bit of an ordinary bounce. Dangerfield gets back to save the day. Williams fights on. And has been pinned for dragging it back under, so...
Should have done better, Williams. He had Harry Mackay coming towards him at the goals. He would have been able to pick it up. The thing that Williams needed to do was pick the ball up and then turn around and goal. It would have been much easier for him to allow Harry to come through and pick the footy up.
Dangerfield clears defensive 50 with a kick, but again it's Newman playing the stopper. Sends it in towards Harry Mackay. Big fist. Oh, danger. With a bit of physical presence. Walsh was into him. Dangerfield involved in a semi-slim tackle on Sam Walsh in the opening minute of the game, which will probably be looked at, but hopefully is all okay. 25-12 the way the Blues.
At the halfway mark of the first term here at the MCG. Sam de Koning, clean possession in the ruck, and then was well tackled. Inside 50 go the Cats again. Fogarty tackled maybe without the Sharon. Play on's the call. Hewitt wrapped up by a couple. Myers scrambled a kick, but only shinned about 5 metres. Fantasia picks it up. Cincotta well tackled by O'Sheen Mullen. There's a heap of players around it, Chief. What are you saying there?
Oh, got lucky. Got lucky. He dived on it there. Mitch Duncan.
Harvey Norman replay. Let's have a look. Mitch Duncan. Oh, he's incredibly lucky.
Should have been gone.
So the Blues pressing again. They lead it 25-12. 11 minutes to go first term. Been action-packed, 5 goals. Cripps tries to kick it out of the ruck contest. Didn't really make contact. Cincotta, everything. Stewart right on his hammer. Falls to a dangerous area. Going in hard and low was Owies. The Blues still pressing till he puts himself over the footy 20 out from his defensive goal. The Blues pile on. Oh, Two-man, bit of intensity about this one.
Yeah, Carlton number 1 for pressure, going at 187. At the moment, they're at 201, Howie.
They have brought the heat. Two-man, as you articulated on the Triple M Reds Landing stats, free kick against the Carlton skipper, Paddy Cripps. And it gives a bit of relief for Jack Bowes momentarily. Duncan clears it with Colajazzi. This is all happening now on the Shane Warne stand side of the MCG. Jack Henry to Ollie Dempsey. Still a genuine half-back, the Cats, but they've had some successive possessions. That was an awkward ball, but nicely taken by Ollie Henry, and then he just bit off a little bit more than was on offer, and Mitch McGovern got him. True centre wing, out of sight.
He's turned around. Two-man's in the old school Adidas 3 striper today. $1 million.
T-shirt Tommy.
The two-man. It's that type of setup. Fisted away towards close. He's got it centre wing in the Shane Warne stand side. Dempsey, Guthrie, back to Dempsey. Hand pass to close. They're running out of room. Myers. He's closed down by Lockie Cow. Now the Blues get a chance to access the footy, but only as far as Guthrie on the outer flank.
Looking inboard, Zach Guthrie. Carlton well set up to deny him that opportunity, so he's just going to try and get this kick in the direction to Cone. It came over the head, landed in the lap of Hawkins, and they've intercepted it here. Matty Kennedy, the halfback for Carlton, who lead at 25-12, the Blues. Owies on the AFL logo, Shane Warne stand side. Mackay got rid of his man. He should take the mark. Henry got up late and gave away a free kick in the way of Mackay. He'll be 52 metres out, Harry Mackay.
There's every chance from here. Whenever he kicks long, Harry Mackay, from about this distance, he kicks through the football, and his follow-through is really good as well. So he'll give himself a bit of an arc here. I like him better here than from 30 metres out on a slight angle or directly in front, because he is able to use his full range of motion and kick through the football.
Harry Mackay, 29-14 for the year. Come into round 15. Just stabbed at that. Didn't make great connection, didn't make the distance. Last line of defence, Zach Guthrie refusing to concede, and not sure that was a great option because he sold Colajazzi into some pressure and he gets muscled over the boundary line. Tom Stewart having a bit of a chat with the coaches on the Harvey Norman replay.
Harvey Norman, clearance on now. TVs, fridges, laptops, mobiles, furniture, barbecues, mattresses and more. Best brands, best range, best price. Harvey Norman clear out now. Blues pressing. Cripps just shins it forward off the ground towards Curnow. Brilliant pick up by Charlie. Couldn't get the ball on his boot. Skips it out wide. Still Carlton come. Thrown back. Short pass is brilliant to Akers. It was a really good piece of work. And it came off the boot of Hollins. And now Akers, the man that's played for St Kilda and the Dockers, he's gone back. Malcolm Marshall, Michael Holding style run up, but he'll kick from what, 35 out, Chiefy?
Yeah, a little bit more, 40 out.
28-year-old, game 160, 53 sausages in his career. Akers to make it a fifth for the term for the Blues in the number 13. Hits it nicely, does Blake. Oh, hits the inside of the left upright, one behind. The Blues 4-2-26. Cats 2 straight 12. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Well, the inside 50s, please, Ash.
10-3, Carlton's way.
So they've done pretty well just to be 2 goals down, I think, the Cats.
Certainly has been camped at the punt road end where Carlton have attacked. It's a good mark from Ollie Dempsey. Fine young player.
Some ability, that kid.
Not his best kick. Kicked it sky high. Almost marked by Tom DeConey. O'Connor well tackled. It will be held up slightly in attack for the Cats on the Shane Warne stand side wing. 4-2-26. Carlton 2 straight 12. Geelong on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Cold night in Melbourne. Yes. That said at the start of the game it was just 8 degrees. Williams in front of Henry across the boundary line.
So Geelong ranked 17th at conceding disposal. So only Richmond give up more numbers through the midfield. And it started again tonight. Paddy Cripps, 8 disposals, 2 clearances. Walsh, 6 and 3 clearances. Whereas Holmes has only had 3. Dangerfield 3. And Clark, who's in there, 1. So it's a trend this year that Geelong haven't been able to handle the other mids.
Kennedy out of the ruck contest. He goes short.
Outside 5.
To Williams. Just pulls the kick inside 50. It's a low data. It's a beauty to Owies, who marched in front of Guthrie within range. Probably 40 out of side.
Well, it's the hardest kick to defend for a defender. The low ball that is dipping down towards the ground level. You just can't get your arm around that far as it's dipping. So the perfect kick by Williams.
He was as well positioned as he possibly could be, Guthrie.
He was on
Beaten
his
by the kick.
hammer, wasn't he, Chief? And he still got the arm to the front of the contest. But as Nate said, it was almost impossible to defend. So he's 9-1 set shot operator in 2024, the number 44 for the Blues. For a fifth for Carlton for the term. Starts it right. He just missed a couple of chances. 4-3, 27. You know the Cats will come 2 straight 12. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. 6:13 on the clock before the first break.
Red Zeds 12-5. The clearances in favour of the Blues.
Tom Stewart just back on the ground and takes a bit of a hanger. We had a long chat to the coaching staff. As Nate said, his reputation is he doesn't like the tag, and it feels as though they went just to settle him down, and that was a nice way to re-enter the arena. With a bit of a specky. Stengel launches at it inside 50. The Cats back there, Sard. Holland's handball out. Tom De Koning back to Wiedering. And the kick was clever. So Owies, who started well, two-man Matt Owies.
Yeah, Triple M Red Z disposal number 5, 1 goal 1.
It's had a good 6 weeks, Matt Owies. Quiet start to the season, but his last 6 weeks have been very good.
Credit to Patrick Dangerfield and the Geelong fitness staff. He looks absolutely red hot. Looks to have full speed and power behind him. Like the funny little kick forward. They've kicked it straight to Dempsey. They should get him on the overlap coming back. They go short to Myers. Who was that, Chief? From Carlton.
It's a very good question.
Two-man will tell us who turned the ball over.
Was it Count?
Yep, spot on.
Lucky Count.
Okay, so Brian Myers.
Tyson,
just a shank.
you guys.
Really was. The man out of Grovedale, so local Geelong boy.
Jack.
What a player he's become.
How many inside 50s would this be for goals, Ash?
This would be just their 5th entry for 2 goals.
From right on 50, Myers drifts out to the right as you'd expect. Hits it pretty well. Hooks it going for the extra distance, does the boy from Grovedale. 2-1-13 Geelong. The Blues 4-3-27. Up by 14 the Navies. 4:46 to go before the first break.
Sard. Ball in hand, fullback kicking responsibilities. Sard, he just ambles out to the MCC members wing and it's a target. Nice little move that was put on by Jordan Boyd to Newman, and now they've got it down the wing. Chincotta and Stewart. And let's see that match up for a lot of the night. Williams, clever little handle back to Chincotta. He won it nicely. Fogarty to Akers. Curno's got a couple to contend with. They go there anyway, and Charlie had a piece of it. Couldn't get the second grab. Akers handball back into the corridor. This is Hollands again to the goal square. Tom De Koning. Juggled attempted mark. Didn't complete it. Picked up by Hollands. Back to Fantasia. Ran into the behind post. Not by a cool play on. Eventually it's gone out of bounds. Again deep in attack for the Blues, who have dominated forward half time in this first term.
Yeah, how much ball they've had in there. You'd have to say Geelong have scrambled quite well, particularly at ground level, then in the air against Curnow to bring the ball to ground level.
Could easily have 6 on the board there, 4-3 to 2-1. Up at the moment, the Blues are dominating the game. Walsh, what a play this young man is. Gets it out to Hollands. Now Akers bends it round the body to a dangerous area. Stewart attacks it beautifully, keeps it in front of himself. Still goes Stewart. Comes to his knees now. Might work out for the Blues in the end. Walsh, another possession. Chewy Red Z.
8.
Watch a slider into Charlie Curnow. Should get the free. He was held by Duncan in the contest. Mitch does not want to be on that man Curnow. And Charlie will line up. He kicked the second of the match from 48 out of side.
I feel like they need this, Chief, for the domination they've had. 73% time in their forward half. And you look up and you're 14 points in front of a side that can really score, and they've shown that. They've kicked 2 goals from their 5 entries. So when it's gone in there, the Blues defenders haven't done a great job. So this needs to go through for the Blues effort.
29-15 set shot, 2024. The man from Geelong College with the number 30 on his back. He holds it and nails it. Oh, Charlie's got 2. Blues and their fans are up. 5-3-33. The Cats 2-1-13. The Blues 20 to the good. 3 minutes before quarter time on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Yeah, I agree with Nate. You don't dominate games for 4 quarters, so you've got to hit the scoreboard when you are having that period of dominance. That's what the Blues are doing in the first term. You've got to expect the Cats to fight back. starting to get their share of inside 50s and clearances. At the moment, it's working beautifully around the stoppages in the middle of the ground for the Blues, but they've got to make sure they convert those opportunities. So Charlie Curnow comes to the fore. He's kicked a couple in the first quarter, got himself up and going. Doesn't have a bad record against the Cats. Doesn't mind kicking goals against them. Odd matchup, how Mitch Duncan was held. He was one out responsible for Charlie Curnow in the pocket. Kolajasny was sitting back deeper.
Blues number 1 for contested ball differential at +10. They're already at +16.
It's a 6-6-6 warning against Geelong.
Just hear the
Cats.
The warning against the Cats. Still a bit amused that that was still a warning.
Yeah, it should just be a free kick, G.
We thought we were over that by now, Chief. Powerful start this for the Blues. They're out to 20 points, but really have dominated. Atkins got a high hit. Advantage was going to be paid to 2, but it's going to come back to Atkins on the wing. Short one looking for Dangerfield. Cripps in the way to Koning. Sam did well, got it back to Dangerfield. Inside 50, the kick for the Cats. Chance now for Stengel. Well tackled McGovern. Ollie Henry fended off Sard. Jeremy Cameron and Wiedering's a good matchup. Wiedering wins that one. Gets it back out, but the Irishman Mullen with a little chip kick into the corridor. The Blues are well set up. Akers to Walsh. To Tom de Koning. They still haven't quite got through. Cripps with body strength was able to withstand the Stewart tackle, but the Cats have turned it back over. Atkins has got a target in Ollie Henry, and it's worked out well. He's taken the mark on the edge of forward 50, and have been able to get a second chance here. The Cats
Play on.
shaping like he wanted to move it straight away to the goal square, and Cameron got rid of McGovern. Thought he'd taken the mark, Jeremy Cameron. Ricochet back to Sard, and it will be tossed up.
Got the spoil in very late. As you see the Harvey Norman replay, he holds it.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I reckon that's play on. Good call by the umpire.
Man, can you manufacture a stat for possessions inside 50 for both sides? Is that on your little system there, or not? As Cripps goes a clearing ball out of defence?
Yep, 35-5, Carlton's way.
35 possessions inside 50 for the Blues to 5 for Geelong. Well, it shows you, Chief, that they could be up well and truly more than 20 points. Wiedering with a party time along the ground, hand pass to Walsh, somehow gets it clear, but the Blues will come again with a sliding ball inside 50. Fisher behind, came from Blitzarves to Koning, Tom, the Carlton version. It works out in the end, just a hurried clear and kick out of defence. Here's an important ball to be won. In the middle of the MCG, bounce goes towards Williams, picks it up absolutely brilliantly to Akers, the hard-running wingman, sends it deep forward, but old mate Jack Henry's in the best position. 50 against Harry.
Wasn't a great kick from Akers going inside 50. He had options everywhere.
Stay out, Charlie.
Charlie Curnow is filthy, Chief, with where that kick went. It was the one spot you couldn't kick it.
Time back on. Stay out.
And the 50-metre penalty really is a pressure valve release for the Cats, who are staring down another goal. Dangerfield has looked sharp, is how he said earlier. Inside 50, that's going to be okay. Free kick going the way of Jai Clark.
Michael Voss would be really happy with their attacking play, but he'd be mildly concerned, or even more mild, higher than mild. He would be very, very nervous about how much room the Cats have inside their forward 50 at the moment. Jeremy Cameron almost took a mark moments ago. Every time it goes in there, the Cats look dangerous. If they start to get enough football, it's really going to pressure the Blues.
Jai Clark was pick 8 in last year's draft. It's the Cats' highest pick since 2007. Very talented young player. High hopes for his future. Just 13th game of footy. Steadying goal required here. Close to the quarter time siren. 45-metre kick, 45-degree angle. Gave it a good launch. He needs the left to right. Hawkins Ben doesn't get it. Through from behind. Carlton 5-3-33. The Cats 2-2-14 on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
McGovern looked to play on immediately, and he just held station. Carlton respects the 9th time the game's been played. They've got the orange numbers on the back, the orange socks, and the goal umpires have got the orange flags, which is fantastic. As Carlton continues the campaign against violence against women in our community.
Sam, you up?
That disposes inside 50 now, 35-6 the way of the Blues. 33-14, so it's a 19-point lead to Carlton. Could be touch more. So Carlton dominate the first turn. They kick the first 3 to Koning, Tom, Curnow and Owie before Tui and Holmes.
It's on.
The boys are having a bit of a go, are they?
Well,
the brothers?
Tom grabbed it out of the ruck. The siren went, so he threw the ball at Sam. And then Sam went back at him.
And they're still going. I've cut away to the family now. We're seeing the boys. They just look like a couple of sort of Labrador puppies. All that hair and smiles. Everything's okay.
Ollie Dempsey getting involved, who lives with Sam de Koning, having a crack at the older brother.
Right, so quarter time here. Carlton lead it. They are 5-3-33 to the Cats 2-1 to 2-14. 19-point lead to the Blues quarter time from Don's Room Hot Water. Triple M Rocks footy.
That quarter, the Titanium Caravans. Stay off-road and off-grid for longer with a luxurious Titanium Caravan. Visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
For McDonald's,
Triple M Rocks footy.
make it McSmart with the new McSmart meal from Macca's. 2 burgers, small fries and small soft drink for $6.95.
At Bunnings Trade, we can help you get the win with Power Pass. Get exclusive prices on heavy hitters like AEG, Makita, DeWalt, Pasload, Bosch and loads more. Break through the pack with fast checkout through the Power Pass app. Get end-to-end support in-store and over the phone. And pick up the bill with flexible payment options, including cash, credit or a 30-day account. Back the winning team. Sign up for Power Pass today. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Bunnings Trade. Helping business is our trade.
That's right, buddy. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners is giving you up to $500 cash bonus and supporting Heart Kids Australia with every eligible claim. This year, they're celebrating 25 years of designing quality products with unrivaled reliability, superior performance and cutting-edge technology. So it's no surprise they have the highest levels of customer satisfaction. Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air. Terms and conditions apply.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. The latest tech priced to clear. Save up to 30% on Windows 11 computers. French door fridges on sale. Save $120 on Hisense 483 litre with ice and water. Now under $1,500. Up to 40% off floor stock and X-Display, lounges, dining and outdoor furniture. Amazing value. Nebula queen size bed with 3 storage drawers, USB charger and LED lights, $1,399. Harvey Norman clearance. Best brands, best range at the best price guaranteed. Conditions apply.
Give yourself a holiday boost with up to 10% off your next break when you book direct at choicehotels.com. Boost your well-being, boost your energy, boost your happiness. Whether you're craving a coastal road trip or rainforest adventure, Choice Hotels has over 170 locations across Australia and New Zealand. Plus, you'll get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead. Book it with Choice Hotels. T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for full details.
Amy's Only in Australia files. When it's backyard cricket season and the umpire, who's also your mum, calls no ball. But that's irrelevant because now her brand new bay window is smashed. That's when you know the lucky country isn't so lucky. So it's
lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying home building insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
Ready to kick goals on and off the field? You need Employment Hero. From hired to retired, it automates all the pesky parts of HR, recruitment and payroll. Plus, it comes with Smart Match, an AI recruitment tool that matches you with top candidates instantly. Imagine never having to search for people or post a job ad again. Join the 300,000 businesses using Employment Hero to tackle employment admin and get your business back in the game. Search Employment Hero today. It's employment solved.
Hey, there he is. How's dad life?
Phil, I'm so tired, but it's the best.
All settled in with everything?
Yeah, pretty much. Switched my super over to C-Bus too.
What's that got to do with your kid?
Oh, well, I really got to make sure this hard work pays off now. You know.
True.
C-Bus Super, making hard work pay off since 1984. To consider if C-Bus is right for you, go to cbussuper.com.au for PDS and TMD. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M Rocks footy.
This quarter for Beacon Trade. With Beacon Trade by your side, you'll never work alone.
Carlton looking ominous. They lead it at quarter time, 5-3-33 to the Cats 2-2-14. Only multiple goal kickers. Charlie Curnow has got a couple. Bob Jane T-Marts, they've got great buy 3 get 1 free plus instant cashback deals. Call or shop online today. T&Cs apply. Nat, you need ease.
Howie, clean bill of health for both teams after that first quarter. Sam Walsh was cleared of a concussion after he was dumped into the ground by Patrick Dangerfield in the opening exchanges. Danger had not one but 2 trainers working on his legs in that quarter time break. We're obviously trying to keep those hammies and those calves nice and warm because it's very cold out here, and of course this is his first game back from a hamstring injury.
Love it. Triple M Red Z Lenders, the Chew Man.
First possession from the stoppage, Carlton 15, Geelong 6 to Koning. That's Tom, number 1 ranked player, Howie, 8 disposals and 6 hit-outs.
Triple M Seabus Super special comments. Seabus Super, long-term partner of Triple M football, making hard work pay off since 1984. You've got Nathan Brown and Jason Dunstall.
Entertaining first quarter, Howie. We know statistically the Blues dominated inside 50s, clearances, possessions around the ground. They were very, very good. But Nate made a really good observation at one stage during that first term where he said when they go inside 50, they look really likely to score. So I think this game is really up for grabs if they can start to get a little bit more possession and a little bit more ball in their forward half.
Yeah, they look dangerous when you think that Jeremy Cameron hasn't touched the football a lot yet. You've got Tom Hawkins and even there's a few other forwards who haven't touched the football. Ollie Henry is the other one that you'd like to get on the end of it. So Geelong have got some big upside in this game.
Nate, you've just seen the replay on the Harvey Norman of Patrick Dangerfield. Pretty much the opening exchange on his tackle on Sam Walsh.
Yeah, it's the fact that he had one arm pinned, and I think then you've got a duty of care when you do have one arm pinned. And look, you don't want a player to get rubbed out for that, but they'll definitely look at it. He's lucky that he didn't get up and have anything issue, and Sam Walsh went on to play and had 11 touches in that first quarter, but it's something they'll definitely look at.
So when you tackle a bloke from behind and momentum's taking you forward like that, what else can you do as the tackler?
There's not much you can do, but we've seen players get rubbed out.
Yeah, I agree. I just wonder what we expect players to do.
There's not much you can do.
It's a high bar we expect of the modern player, Trev. I'm with you. It takes a bit of effort to lay a tackle. Hard to stop mid-tackle, so Dangerfield have something to think about as the Blues win the first clearance. Jim Cotter's got the roll on Stewart. That one is going to be marked back there by Mitch Duncan. 20 metres out from his own goal. And a quick play on kick was a good one to Holmes. He backs his leg speed as he so often does. Heads in the Hawkins direction. Wiedering, one of the few players that has got the body strength to not get ragdolled by Hawkins, and he was able to get that one out of bounds.
Paddy Cripps starting on the bench this quarter. You don't often see Cripps starting on the bench, so he might have been late back out. Not sure. We'll keep an eye on that.
He'll be thrown in directly underneath the Shane Warne stand sign. And that outer wing side of the MCG here. Walsh tried to toe poke it, picked up by Dangerfield. Blitzar's got shirt fronted by Newman fairly, and another boundary throw in on the forward 50 arc for the Cats.
Ream hot water. Water needs replacing. Go for one steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install the room.
Don't hold the ball. Let's go the ball.
Clear instruction from the umpire. Don't hold. Go the ball. And Blitzarves and Tom De Koning. Tom De Koning wins it down towards Kennedy. Myers, Holmes, shoves it forward into Dempsey, took the mark, played on, had the running snap. What a player this young man is! Chief, you already said he's impressive. Just didn't bother going back off the mark, just played on, broke a tackle, and kicked the Cats third on the snap. The Cats 3-2-20, the Blues 5-3-33. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. With Beacon Trade by your side, you'll never work alone.
Got some serious ability, this young man, and again, they go inside 50 once, and what do? They kick a goal. It was actually a tougher kick after he played on. It would have been a set shot from 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle, but he played on, took it to a tighter angle, but just handled it beautifully. Maybe he thought it had been touched off the boot.
I think he thought it was going to be called play on.
Yeah, and he just finished beautifully. The composure was outstanding.
Class act. Ollie Dempsey slipped his opponent, and as Chief said, that is a brilliant finish.
Starting to get their game going. 9 of the last 12 inside 50s the Cats have had now.
Back to the centre we go. It's the De Koning brothers head-to-head. There's been some feistiness in it. Tom De Koning won it down. Picked up by Kennedy. Walsh had a little bit of an inopportune time to fumble. Free kick paid the way. The Blues' advantage was not there really, and Akers got set upon. His follow-up tackle was strong, and Atkins will get it thrown up right in front of Nat Yanidis on this Triple M commentary side of the MCG. It's De Koning. Tom this time wins it down. Hewitt wraps up. Atkins again, identical spot of the ground. We're going to have it thrown up again.
Centre wing. Blues by 19 points at quarter time. Opening goal to Dempsey sees the Cats sneak within 13. Centre ball, wing ball to be won. Hawkins pushed off it, gets out the back though. Henry, Stengel sweeping past. If he gets the bounce of the ball, you can put it in your book. He does. He snaps. And as I said, incorrect. He misses, a rare miss for Stengel. 3-3-21. The Blues 5-3-33. Back to a 2-goal margin. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Mitch McGovern finds Brody Kemp with a kick in.
Yours.
Akers fumbled a mark. He got some front-on pressure from Zach Tui, but didn't touch the body and give away a free kick, and it ricocheted out of bounds.
Marks.
Cats get a chance now, still in their forward half. Boundary throw-in about 60 metres out, punt road end. This time it's Blitzarves and Tom De Koning. Tom picked it up, much improved player, Tom De Koning. Got it to Walsh nicely. Can't play down behind play, we'll keep an eye on that. Sam's gone back onto Harry Mackay. Guthrie arched the back and got through his kick over the head of Atkins. Right in front of the interchange race. Akers had a bit of a fumble. Open the door for Tui to Atkins. Dangerfield. He's got numbers everywhere. Decided to go long. Ollie Dempsey with a launch. Staying down Jeremy Cameron with a slider. And the Cats convert again. Every time it goes inside 50, as Chief said, they look like scoring, and they get goal number 4, 4-3-27. Carlton 5-3-33. That's what happened in the Triple M Beacon Trade scored.
Got massive concerns right now, Michael Voss. They are getting a shot for goal every time they go inside 50. And it doesn't matter, it's happening in all different aspects of the game. So too many of them got caught under the ball there. They're getting exposed at ground level. We saw Dempsey mark one a moment ago and kick the goal. They've got some real problems. As soon as the Cats win the ball, they are under the pump.
What a Dangerfield's numbers so far. Ash, he's been in a fair bit.
Leading ball winner for the Cats, 10 disposals and 4 inside 50s.
Bad fumble running over top of the ball from Blake Akers.
So they've got it back to within a 1-goal margin, the Cats.
Here we go.
As Cameron kicks his first of the evening. The last 2 goals of the game. Carlton's explosive start's been worked down. They drive forward here. It's a really good ball. Hitting Harry. He'd have to kick from 55. You're going to play on. He's going to drive a little chipping ball to the top of the square. And well done, Stewart. That is his bread and butter. And Geelong fans will be happy to see that mark defensively in the goal square.
5-time All-Australian Tom Stewart. It's out Shane Warne stand side. Launch from Myers. Did well because he split the pack open with it. Hollins, this is Elijah. Feeds the handball back to Hewitt. And they have to go all the way back to half-back to go forward. Brody Kemp puts it back into the path of Cowan out there. Now Hollins again. Plays on. They'll go inside 50. The Blues, Mackay from behind. Jack Henry picks it up. Sam De Koning a little more comfortable back there in defence. Mullins kick, almost marked by Akers. Play on's the call. Nice step. Cowan did well. To Akers. Little chip inside 50. Found the target he intended to find in Orazio. Who has an opportunity from about 45 metres out.
Chiefs man. He'd love to kick a goal here. Been in and out of the side. Been quiet when he has come in. Kicked the ball early in the first quarter, set up a goal. This to get his confidence up, Chief.
Yeah, it's an important shot for Carlton too because they've lost a handle on momentum. It's all going the Cats' way.
Just 25 games in the previous 4 seasons. Horatio Fantasia has had a horror run with injuries and setbacks and trying to fight his way back into the game. This is an important kick, just missed to the right-hand side of the post. 5-4-34 Carlton, 4-3-27 Geelong. That is all on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
McDonald's Marine Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy. It was the Blues by 19 at quarter time. Only 2 goals for the term. Dempsey and Cameron. We've seen the Cats get back within 7 points. 5-4 the Blues, 4-3 the Cats. Kick the last 2. Centre wing ball. Cripps shrugs his opponent home. It's not an easy thing to do. McGovern can't get rid of Cameron.
It's a set play from that kick out. All the Geelong players, or a whole heap of them, come to this side of the ground, and then late, Holmes and Jeremy Cameron, 2 players with genuine pace, burst out to the other side and make it 2-on-2. Didn't quite work out, but it was a nice move.
It's Triple M Seabus Supers with Nate Brown, Jason Dunstall, Jai Clark caught with the tackle. Kennedy runs into Blitzarves, and again the ball's not released.
Tackled immediately.
Carlton
Thanks, mate.
on the outer forward flank.
Tom,
Blitzarves readjusting his headband. A lot of headbands on the Cats players, a lot with that long blonde hair. Kennedy, Akers, doing some really nice work. Newman gets onto the left. Hooks the ball inside 50 to Mackay. Hasn't been a factor as yet. Guthrie tries a step. Does a nice job of it. And boots it out of defence any way he can.
Good contest out here between Newman and Dempsey. The Blues win it. Sard gets involved to Tom De Koning. Inside 50, Harry Mackay. It was just perfect. It popped into the hole that he wanted. And he got one right in front of the eyes, Harry Mackay. And he can go back and line up for his first goal of the evening.
It's just getting the ball quickly to a contested situation, and it wasn't designed to go to Harry Mackay. It was just a kick. There was a rush kick forward, but as we know, forwards read the ball a little bit quicker when the ball comes in quicker. If it's long and slow, that's a defender's paradise.
And the Coleman medal in 2021, Harry Mackay. And these are ones you just have to kick, no problems. He loved it, Harry. The important goal you feel for Carlton, 6-4-40. Geelong 4-3-27. That is on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard, and there's a bit of action down there, Nat, you need is at ground level.
Yeah, we're just keeping an eye on Charlie Curnow, who's getting a bit of treatment on his right knee. Now, he did look okay when he came off the field. He hyperextended it a little bit in that first quarter. Obviously, hasn't been too troubled, been playing out the match, but the doctors are just looking at him now. So I'll let you know when he's back up on his feet.
Thank you, Nat. Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free plus instant cashback deals. Call shop online. T's and C's apply.
Didn't make the journey from a set shot from 50 in the first term, but he struck this one really well, Harry Mackay. The impressive thing there is he's playing in front of his man. So he gets the jump on the ball. Just beat Guthrie, reacted a little bit quicker.
Back to a 13-point margin after Mackay's goal. Holmes, just like a Dangerfield clone, the way he runs with the footy, the socks up. Gives it to Tui, nice little step. Clever hand pass forward through a little gap, back to Tui, the 1-2. He's on the right with a chip inside. And Hawkins caught behind. Wiedering haven't called Tommy Hawkins' name a great deal chew on the Red Z.
Just one disposal and scoreless.
He just hems Wiedering in nicely. Didn't overcommit to the pressure act. Now Carlton struggling to get out of defence. It should go to Blitzarves. He spills it down to Tui. Runs it out of room. Belts it away with a hand. Tom De Koning, close, 30 from home. Here comes Clark, tries to get it out towards Atkins. Blues have got the numbers.
With an outside of the boot job down there to Cal. Oh, big collision. A couple of Carlton players clash heads. It was Harry Mackay and Newman. Newman gets up a little better than Harry Mackay. We'll keep an eye on that. Nat Yanidis. Harry looks a bit worse for wear. In the meantime, Tui's got it at half forward. Mackay's back on his feet, but he'll have some assessment, you think, as the defensive spoil works out okay. Brody Kemp gets it over for a boundary throw. And Nat, tell us about that big collision.
Yeah, Harry's just come straight over to the bench, and the doctors are just having a chat to him. So no doubt they'll test him for any concussion symptoms.
Bit of blood on the Harvey Norman. Harvey Norman clearance on now. TVs, fridges, laptops, mobiles, furniture, barbecues, mattresses and more. Best brands, best range, best price. Harvey Norman clearance on now. Ball squirts out towards centre wing. Stewart. Chichi Potter's like a mad dog on his tail. Brings him to ground, sees the ball across the line. Michael Voss looking on. 13-point lead to the Blues. 13 minutes till half-time here. Matty Bode, the Carlton runner. Want to get the player on and the player off down there. Walsh roves it perfectly from the ruck contest. Drives it to centre half forward. Oh, Curnow just splits a couple. Throws it on the boot. And knocks it home. I don't know how he got it, Charlie. It was like a magician at work. He splits the uprights with his third. 7-4-40, 6-4-3, 27. It was a slight of hand chieftain.
So I think he got a handy bounce here.
He got a great bounce, but he still had to control it, Chief, and he still had to get it on the left foot. So this is the price you pay when you go in with De Koning as your ruck. So that means you take him out of the defensive end, and all of a sudden you're a little bit stretched down back. So every time it goes down there, he is going to be a factor, and he's going to be able to do things like that because he's playing against Kolodjasny, who is ultimately a lot smaller, slower, and less skilled than him. So it's a hard ask for Kolodjasny to go with him for a full 120 minutes.
Playing a game, Tom De Koning in the ruck for the Blues, 12 possessions, 4 clearances, 11 hit-outs. Certainly winning that battle at this stage.
Almost insulted that the younger brother was given the role, I reckon, Tom De Koning. He's tried to manhandle Sam at times. Cat's getting important centre clearance, but Wiedering, he's doing a number on Hawkins.
Certainly is. He does a number on most players he plays on. I can't remember the last time Jacob Wiedering got beaten, especially with those quads.
Biggest in the league.
He's made an All-Australian team, Jacob Wiedering.
Is that right?
4 times he's been in the squad, Nate. Never been selected.
You were a selector. What was going on?
Well, not in my time. I would have had him in, Howie.
Geez, he'd dominate leg day, big Jacob, wouldn't he? Imagine him in the squat rack darts. Chance for a turnover by the Blues. They should get it too. Just a wobbling ball in the middle of the ground will work out well to Newman. Sends it forward. Charlie's off the chain again. If he gets the bounce, he's got the no-look hand pass. It didn't quite work out to Fantasia. Charlie comes again. He looks like he's in everything at the moment. He's a dangerous man. Now Clark, little step, can't get away from Walsh. Hand passes it straight back. There's Clark to Newman. He goes a little centering ball to Cripps, who attacks the ball hard. Gets it back towards Collins. Blitzarves clears as best he can.
Wiedering came off his man Cameron to effect the spoil. Jeremy Cameron chases after it. He's going to get it back. Jezza on the wing to Jai Clark. Bold kick through the corridor. Bold and a big turnover on the back of it. Williams has got it. Now Owies. Fantasia all on his own. 2 kicks from home. Orazio, nice little step back inboard. Akers come off the wing. Launching and marks it. Carlton on the back of a turnover can make them pay again here.
Well done by Fantasia. So the easy thing would have been to keep going the way he was going. So he would have turned around onto his left, and Harry Mackay was leading at him. But he took the hard option. He realised that the space was inside. He had to step Atkins. He had to risk the fact that he could get wrapped up. He's able to step around, then open up the game to this man.
Been good value, Blake Acres, traded from the Fremantle Dockers for future picks. I don't think we're even used, and he has become a super important player for the famous Navy Blues, and that is a big goal from the wing. Carlton fans enjoy it. They go to 8-4-52. The Cats are 4-3-27. And it's all brought to you on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
It's a big goal. We know he works up and down the ground, does a lot of running, but I'm glad he kicked the goal because he outmarked Charlie Curnow, who's got the hot hand up forward, flew over the top and took the mark, virtually playing as a key forward when that ball went inside 50, but converts, important for the Blues. They get a little bit of breathing space again.
The man that was known as the Sheriff at Fremantle, Blake Acres.
Sheriff.
He was in charge of fines, apparently, to the point where rumour has it, I don't know if it's fact, he got himself one of those little FPOS machines so he could just tap cards.
For the club fines.
That's correct. He's you're not quite as savage as the Sheriff you've been dealing with, Nate.
No, she was very polite, though, on the phone.
Nate revealed on the Friday huddle that he was facing an $18,000 illegal parking and speeding fine.
Fair to say, rolled over, Nate, too.
He did. Dangerfield's caught on the outer side.
Clamped the card, Duke.
Here we go, Simon. Paddy, Sam, just here.
Do they take Bitcoin down there or Fetch? What about Fetch?
No, the Shakers do that.
Do they?
Oh, hey, Carlton. Advantage.
Advantage the Blues. Cripps running through the middle of the MCG.
Inside.
It's a powerful ball forward. It's a 2-on-1. Williams has to bring it to ground. He nearly does. Collar Jasny squirts it out wide.
It's one thing Paddy Cripps doesn't do well. It's just not a great kick of the football. On the run, he had Williams in space, and it was just a big high kick that went straight to the 2 Cats defenders.
That ball spun in ways I've never seen it, Chief.
Zach Guthrie goes to Sam De Koning.
Yours, Gav. Yep.
Now Dempsey hits Dangerfield with a round the corner ball out of wing.
Looks to get it moving, Paddy. He's got Hawkins almost kicked it out of bounds with a full, Paddy. Shane Warne stands side. Hawkins been very quiet. Kennedy gets back, won a good contested ball. Stengel trying to get involved and can't keep it in on that outer wing. Shane Warne stands side. Tom Hawkins' evening so far, please, Stu-Man.
Yeah, just the 2 touches, and Wiedering's kept Hawkins goalless 3 times from their past 6 encounters. In fact, he's restricted Hawkins to just the 5 goals from his past 6 matches against the Blues.
Bit of a bogey man.
Triple M Reds and lending stats. Stu-Man pointing out that matchup, and Wiedering just looks very, very comfortable again tonight, doesn't he, in everything that he's doing. Blues with a handy 25-point lead here, halfway mark of the second term. Walsh steps up in a Mitch Duncan tackle. Umpire is going to toss it up.
What else you seeing, Chulenko, on the Reds' heads?
Yeah, Blues winning a bit of territory now. 9 out of the past 12 entries.
McDonald's and Remote Water, Triple M Rocks football. Cripps, what's his numbers, Chew?
Patrick Cripps, 16 touches.
Sees the ball close to the line. Kennedy's clever to keep it in. He wants something inboard, then that was shut down. So he had to hook it around the body. Atkins, Clark in possession. Well done by the Blues to bring it to ground. Dempsey gets a nice little bump too from Newman. Duncan applies a tackle out of side. Umpire will separate the lads. 8:49 to go before half-time. Carlton led by 19 at quarter time. The margin's currently 8-4-52 to 4-3-27, so it is a 25-pointer.
Paddy Cripps took the ruck and then got rid of Sam De Koning. One clean possession. Half-forward, big chance here. Owies has been dangerous. Flicks it to Fogarty. He's got the runner in front. Walsh wanted it, but they've manufactured a goal. Owies. He's got his second. Carlton go to 9-4-58. Cats 4-3-27. This one getting slightly out of hand on the Triple M Click and Trade scoreboard.
Well, it's getting out of hand, and it's getting out of hand in the clearances. We know they're playing a ruckman who's not a general ruckman. Cripps has had 7 clearances. Walsh has had 6. The clearances are now 24 to 11 and a half, and when you've got weapons in the forward half of the ground, to give up 13 plus clearances in under a quarter and a half of football, that is danger signs.
He does celebrate well. So he's have a look after he kicks this. He goes to one pocket of the Carlton crowd and gives them plenty. Good contest, 1 against 2 from Charlie Curnow. Kept his feet after getting tackled, though. He's got the return hand pass, and then he was off to celebrate.
He's a top 5 celebrator. Papley would be in there, but there's not many in front of him, I wouldn't think, Chief. Our man Riley West, he loves a goal. Walsh can't get clear of the middle.
Very happy looking Diesel Williams on the Triple M Harvey on replay.
We need to get him in a half-time to have another touch-up of Utah's.
We'll go toe-to-toe with Diesel.
I don't recall it happening that way.
It's a bit one-sided.
Mitch Duncan. What a player he's been.
Did tell Chief that he said, you kicked 12.54. I set up 3,000, I think he went with.
And if you'd played at Carlton, you would have kicked 4,000. Along those lines, Chief announcing at the Hall of Fame that Carlton didn't give him a call. It's going to cost the Blues. So Boyd on the outer side. What was the genesis of that, Chief? What happened with you and the Blues?
No, I initially, after a state game in Tassie, spoke to 3 clubs, and that was all I heard from them.
So you spoke to them, didn't hear a word?
I wasn't a big target or anything.
Gee, talk about recruiting blunders.
They did win 87, though.
Yeah, tossed them 4 flags.
That's what I wanted from you in the first segment when you were being all, I'm too low-key. You're being all modest and humble.
No, I went to the right club, mate. Make no mistake about that.
My word.
Out of bounds on the fall, off the boot.
1 foot on the line. 1 foot on the line.
It will be a Geelong free kick. Shane Warne stands side. True centre wing. There's 7:44 remaining in this first half, and the Cats are down 31 points. And Nathan Chief told you on the Triple M Seabus Supers before getting smashed in the clearances. Newman over the top of Dangerfield gets it out of bounds. Have they got to leave it a pull there midfield-wise? Is there a player that you'd go to, Chief, if you're there?
Well, I mean, they're rucking Blitzarves now. He's having a share of time in the ruck. But apart from Dangerfield, then the midfielders for the Cats, we know they've been battling a bit this year. They're just not getting enough contested ball at the stoppages.
This time they do get a win, Jai Clark to Duncan, but they don't really get out of the stoppage. Blitzarves dumped in a strong tackle by Hewitt. The Blues midfielders are well on top in this game.
Mark and Tom.
Shane Warne stand right in front of that magnificent stand, celebrating that magnificent cricketer and magnificent man. Picked up beautifully by Myers on his bootstraps. Now Clark.
And don't.
High ball inside 50, tight on the boundary line. Tough one for the forwards. Stengel hasn't had many opportunities. Tries to step through traffic. Falls to Henry, gets it on the boot quickly. Here comes Stengel again. Well done by Hollands, and that is the Oliver version to rush it through. Cats 4-4. Blues 9-4 up by 30 points.
He's been quiet, Stengel. The matchup is Sard, who I rate as just about one of the best small defenders in the competition, Adam Saad. The only thing with Adam Saad, when he plays on somebody to lock down, he doesn't get a lot of kicks going back the other way, which I think limits the Blues. If you could get on him and off him, I think he'd be a brilliant player.
Cool, Jasmine marks the kick in. Kick and go all the way to centre wing, so short one on to Clark. Cats desperate to kick the next goal. They trail 9-4 to 4-4.
Play on. End zone.
A lot of movement. Jeremy Cameron sets himself from the side over the top. I'd love to get more Jeremy Cameron in the game, True Man.
He's only had the 3 disposals and 1 major, and Tommy Hawkins still just the 2 touches and scoreless.
Disposals inside 50, that number's still stark. 42 disposals inside 50 for the Blues, just 12 for the Cats.
Tom and Sam.
The Charby, 5 goals to the Blues. Tom De Koning grabs out of the ruck. He's pushed off the footy. Saad with a real floating sack of a ball. O'Connor marks just inside the line. He does. Joins us on the Friday Huddle. You can check out the full podcast on the Listener app or wherever you get your podcasts. O'Connor, premiership player, inside 50 ball. Dempsey flies at it. He's going to take some of the biggest marks you've ever seen that man in his career. Ball doesn't go anywhere with the Cats in attack.
Missed an opportunity, O'Connor. He had Dangerfield on the short pass in space, 45 out.
Can the Cats find a way to kick another goal here? They've got it in attack. Little fumble from Brian Myers, and that was costly. Opens the door for Hewitt. Fighting hard, Dangerfield on hands and knees. Just might have dropped out of bounds. Umpire letting it play on for a long period of time. Eventually it's going to be thrown in. Still in attack for the Cats is Jeremy Cameron playing as a genuine midfielder. I know they push him up to the wing chief and Nate at times, but put him in a few centre bounces. See if he can get his big body around the ball.
I reckon it's a great idea for a 5-minute patch to get him into the game and others in different positions.
Play on.
Koning, Tom, out of the ruck. Carlton working hard in defence. Hewitt, the former Swan, in the 29 jumper drive to the wing. Henry can't take the mark as Jack. Caught with the footy was Mullen. Now the Cats back through Mullen. He's elected to go to the headband with half his team. Duncan, Blitzarves. Now Cameron, little left foot in, should have closed. Clever hand pass back to Cameron. He's going to still be on the left. Sends it in the pocket. It's beautiful. And it was a good mark too by Ollie Henry because it was a bit of a floater. Not an easy one to take. And Henry will go back. Oliver, brothers playing tonight from 20 out, not much angle.
Jordan Boyd made him earn it, realised that he'd missed the football and he was upset with himself and had his arm around him and then just threw him to the ground as well. So
Ollie Henry, St Mary's boy, just down the road from the Cattery, looking for goal number 91 of his career after coming across from Collingwood. Oh, he hooks it, Chiefy! He misses it badly to the left. Carlton 9-4, 58 to catch 4-5, 29-point margin.
It's not what you want when you're struggling to get the ball in the scoring zone. I know he's not having a lot of the ball, Jeremy Cameron, but inevitably there is a score that results from the possessions that he does get involved in.
Play on.
That's why I know they do push him up. Well, that's a really brave kick. Nearly came unstuck. Can't find a way through, and it was Elijah Hollins didn't really well. Now they're out the wing to Koning with his athleticism to McGovern. Mackay at the back, going to take the mark. So what was nearly a horror turnover is now a shot at goal for Harry Mackay.
It's an amazing handball from Sam Walsh. So he wasn't the player put under pressure. He was the receiving player from the player under pressure. But then he was under enormous pressure himself at the top of 50 with 3 players closing on him. He knew there was someone there. He could hear the voice, and he went to the voice, and the handball was just sublime, and this is the result right now.
I just feel like this would be a serious dagger through the heart for the Cats if Mackay can convert. A good-looking kick. He looks so much more comfortable. He gets a bit of the aeroplane celebration going. Big Harry. Blues fans are out of their chairs. 10-4-64. Cats are 4-5-29. What a powerful first half this is proving to be on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Well, a couple of Blues midfielders are getting busy in the first half. Paddy Cripps, 17 touches and 7 clearances. And Sam Walsh, 16 touches and 6 clearances. That is just springboarding a dominant first half for the Blues.
So they've kicked the last 5 goals of this match after they were challenged.
And you mentioned that miss from Henry Howard. There's your 2 goal turnaround. A tougher set shot at one end gets converted to an easier one that gets missed.
So the big boys, Chief. Curno's got 3, Mackay's got 2, and one of the smaller operators, Owies, has got 2. It was 19 points at quarter time. The Blues are out 64-29. 3 minutes before, and that takes us through the half-time break. Hewitt in the middle looking to extract a clever hand pass to Chincotta, playing a nice game defensively on Stewart. Piercing ball forward towards Curnow. Well done by Guthrie to bring it to ground, but they're still attacking here, the Blues. No, Connor is the last one up. So keep an eye for the Carlton Smalls here. Akers has been dangerous. Cripps is trying to get a bit of space in this ruck contest. Cripps goes in the ruck contest, taps it forward towards Tom De Koning, picks it up, snaps it round, and just sneaks it through for 1 behind. The Blues 10-5-65, Cats 4-5-29. That is a 36-point margin on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
And trying to exit the fence, the Cats have nearly turned it over again. The Carlton pressure, which has been a feature, two-man, gets it trapped in their forward 50 again.
Certainly has 226 in this quarter, 206 inside the first half.
NFL average is 180. Is that correct, two-man? All right.
Spot on, Das.
Blues 10-5 to 4-5. 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Commanding lead it is. Close, can't pick it up. Grips have been brilliant. Inside forward 50 they go after better. Jordan Boyd. Well held. Tom Stewart got the defensive spoil in. They just can't get their game going, the Cats. Blitzards, bit of a hospital handball that Stewart had to bravely attack. He did close. Confronted by Cowan. They try to get it through the hands of Bowes, who's drawn a free kick and half back. But you look at those midfield names for the Cats, two-man, and I haven't felt like I've called their names a lot, including Jack Bowes.
Yeah, spot on. Jack Bowes, only 5 touches, and even Dangerfield quiet in the second term, 4 versus 7 in the first.
Bowes down towards Hawkins, who has not been a factor as yet. Boyd just floats across and takes the mark.
Look, Dangerfield's only had about 1 touch in the last 20 minutes, Ash.
Move it on! Play on!
You're on the money there, Brownie, for Ed said.
Zone 2.
Mackay set up in the marking contest. Duncan at ground level. Can't get through the Cowan tackle. Mitch Duncan. Game 286. The man from West Australia. What player he's been. He's a couple of premierships, Chewy. Was he the sub early doors in the first one?
He was in 2011.
Extraordinary footballer. Carlton just stepping through traffic with ease at the moment. Now Cripps. Here's danger. Didn't want to go inside 50, so he saw a wider ball to Hollins. It's the younger version. Can't get clear.
Thanks, Alex.
And the ball will be tossed up on the outer side with the Blues in attack. That's Elijah Hollins, who's made a great start to his career in blue after coming across from the Gold Coast Suns. Caulfield Grammarian.
Blues slap it down. Holmes fires the handball, but it's been taken by Hewitt. Now Fantasia, Boyd, they win another clearance. The Blues will get that number in a moment. Two-man, big launch from Charlie Curnow, front and centre. Owies, Duncan slides in, goes to ground. Keeping his feet back there. Cripps got through the Myers tackle with ease. Skies one to the goal square. Curnow. And Zach Tui back there. God! Oh, he's got him cold. He just took one step too many. And that's a massive play. 10 metres out, he'll go back and score directly in front.
Great defensive pressure from the small forward. Always doing what you need to do. If you haven't got the ball, make sure you're putting pressure on. Try and lock the ball inside. Now he gets a chance to kick his third.
50 seconds and counting remaining in the first half. This for 6 goals in a row for the Blues. It'll be an 11-goal first half. Matt Hoeyes, as Chief said, chance to get 3 of them, and that's exactly what happens. Carlton just taking the piss here at the MCG. Hoeyes has got the jumper out. And they are way on top. 11-5-71 to 4-5-29. Massive first half from Carlton on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Hoeyes grabbing the jumper and tucking it out and showing it to the crowd.
You love a small forward, Chief, don't you?
Oh, they're annoying little buggers.
Those clearance numbers, Ash.
They're great to watch.
Yeah, Brownie, 32-13, the Blues way, and they're hurting them on the scoreboard as well in regards to scores from stoppages. The Blues have posted 5-2 to the Cats
Straight
at
back.
2-2.
19 points at quarter time. It's out to 42 points.
Yeah.
Considering the Cats kicked the first couple in this quarter, got to within 7.
Since then, 6 in a row.
A procession.
A procession, all right. The Coning boys, Sam and Tom. Sam gets the tap, Tom gets the clearance. Kennedy burst out his hands. Holmes, Atkins runs out of room, so goes a little slider out wide, is really good to Cameron.
Oh.
He got a shove by McGovern, and it's not quite 50.
Gee, it's a generous mark. He marked it on the 50-metre line. And he's pulled him 3 metres inside.
That's ridiculous.
Could make all the difference too for Jeremy. He gets that ball on the side and squeezes both ends as his preparation for goal kicking.
Stay there.
Kick one goal this term, Jeremy. It's going to have to be after the siren. Just simply must kick it for the Cats. It's a long way from home. And he does. There's not a great deal of celebration. It's a fine finish by Jeremy Cameron. Kicks his second from range, right on the halftime break. You heard the siren, but the big story here, the Blues lead at 11-5, 71 to the Cats 5-5-35.
Asking the question, McGovern, the umpire.
He's arguing,
rightfully so,
where the mark was placed.
He's
asking for the replay.
He's kicked after the siren, and he reckons he wandered off the line, but he didn't do much at all. There's nothing wrong with that.
So it's a big lead, two-man, half-time. What's the lead?
Yeah, 36 points to the Blues, Howie.
So the Blues go in at 36 points, 6-goal margin at half-time. Nat Ioannidis to steer through the break. Carlton by 6 goals. McDonald's Room Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy.
That quarter for Beacon Trade. With Beacon Trade by your side, you'll never work alone.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M Rocks Footy.
hot water needs replacing? Go for one that's steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Cut through the background blah to hear more of the sounds you want to hear with Specsavers Advanced Hearing Technology.
He gives it everything he's got from outside 50. It's a goal!
Book a hearing appointment with our audiology professionals for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. Always follow the directions for use.
Tradies, gear up for winter with Hard Yakka. We're redefining toughness for the colder months. Our new winter range for men and women is here, featuring a huge selection of ultra-warm jackets and vests ready to shield you from the elements. And our iconic 3056 tradie boot, a must-have for the season. Every item crafted for durability and outstanding performance. So get your winter gear sorted at your nearest stockist or visit hardyakka.com. For the Aussie legends of today, Hard Yakka, nothing's tougher.
For the hottest of hot water you've ever seen. Ream comes on steady, hot and strong. It just keeps on and on.
Ream's been proudly manufacturing here in Australia for over 80 years.
Install a Ream. Install a Ream.
So ask your plumber for Ream, Australia's #1.
What's on your Aussie bucket list? Sitting around the campfire on a beach at Exmouth after fishing all day? Exploring the tip of Cape York or the bottom of the Eyre Peninsula? Do it all in a titanium caravan. Australian made, Australian owned, superior quality and ultimate comfort. With titanium caravans, you can go off-road and off-grid in total luxury. Experience titanium caravans for yourself in their Epping showroom or visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
At Bunnings Trade, we can help you get the win with PowerPass. Get exclusive prices on heavy hitters like AEG, Makita, DeWalt, Pazload, Bosch and loads more. Break through the pack with fast checkout through the PowerPass app. Get end-to-end support in-store and over the phone. And pick up the bill with flexible payment options, including cash, credit or a 30-day account. Back the winning team. Sign up for PowerPass today. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Bunnings Trade. Helping business is our trade.
That's right, buddy. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners is giving you up to $500 cash bonus and supporting Heart Kids Australia with every eligible claim. This year, they're celebrating 25 years of designing quality products with unrivaled reliability, superior performance and cutting-edge technology. So it's no surprise they have the highest levels of customer satisfaction. Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air. Terms and conditions apply.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. The latest tech priced to clear. Save up to 30% on Windows 11 computers. French door fridges on sale. Save $120 on Hisense 483 litre with ice and water. Now under $1,500. Up to 40% off floor stock and X-Display, lounges, dining and outdoor furniture. Amazing value. Nebula queen size bed with 3 storage drawers, USB charger and LED lights, $1,399. Harvey Norman clearance. Best brands, best range at the best price guaranteed. Conditions apply.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This halftime break for Specsavers. Was that the halftime siren? Or did you just get a text? Don't miss a thing with Specsavers Audiology. Book a hearing appointment today for high definition sound at low Specsavers prices.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy halftime here at the MCG, and it is all Carlton. 11-5-71. The Blues lead Geelong 5-5-35 by 36 points at the main break. This is the halftime break for Specsavers Audiology. Was that the halftime siren, or did you just get a text? Don't miss a thing with Specsavers Audiology. Book a hearing appointment today for high definition sound at low Specsavers prices. We're about to go through all the halftime action with Jason Dunstall, Nathan Brown and myself, Nat Unides. But first, I think we need to get some Red Z lending stats with Tuman.
Thanks a lot, Nat. Well, it's Carlton's biggest halftime lead against the Cats since round 22, 1996, and they're dominating. As we know, Geelong got a very good record against the Blues in recent times, Jason. They've won 13 in their past 16, and as expected, they're dominating a lot of the key team stats. The entries are 29-21 Carlton's way. The clearances, as we've spoken about, 32v14 Carlton's way. The scores, though, the score source from stoppages, 5-3 to 3-2 in favour of the Blues, but it's their pressure. They're plus 41 disposals, plus 6 in tackles, and their pressure rating is going at 205. The AFL average is 180. Just some leading ball winners. Cripps, 20 disposals and 8 clearances. De Koning, he's the number 1 ranked player on the ground. 16 possessions, 15 of those are contested, which is the most of any player. Throwing 6 clearances and 1 goal won. Sam Walsh, 16 and 6 clearances. Owie with 3 majors and 10 touches. And for the Cats, 15 to Duncan, but Dangerfield 11. But just some low numbers here, Nat. Their forwards, Brad Close, just the 5 handballs. Tommy Hawkins, 2 disposals and scoreless. And Tyson Stengel, just the 3 touches and 1 behind.
Ash, can we do a really quick comparison? So both teams obviously have their twin towers, Tom Hawkins and Jeremy Cameron for the Cats, and then it's Charlie Curnow and Harry Mackay for the Blues. Just a quick comparison of the scores there in that first half.
Yeah, sure. So Jeremy Cameron and Tom Hawkins combined, just the 2 majors, whereas Harry Mackay and Charlie Curnow, they've kicked 5 goals straight.
Absolutely. I mean, it is one-sided at the moment, boys. 36 points to Carlton in that first half, but it's been an entertaining first half, hasn't it?
It has been, and it's been high scoring, and Geelong looked really good in the latter stages of the first quarter and early in that second term, and they got to within 7 points, and then all of a sudden it was a clearance, absolute masterclass from Carlton. So Ash spoke about De Koning and his 15 contested possessions, but on the back of that, you got Paddy Cripps through the midfield and Sam Walsh, and that's where they got the Cats. If you win the clearances, if you win the ball at the coalface, and you've got the weapons forward, as you've just said, they've kicked 5 goals between them, and Owies has mopped up with 3. If the ball starts in your half of the ground, it is very hard to lose a game of football. I
think we need to give a shout out to Alex Cincotta as well, who's doing a pretty good job on Tom Stewart. A week after, I should say, he did a very similar job on Zach Merritt, the Essendon captain.
Yep, Cincotta's been very good. I thought when Tom Stewart came back on, he's had 7 disposals so far, Tom Stewart. I thought he realigned himself and he had a couple of nice moments, took a good mark here, one in the goal square, but all in all, I think Cincotta's taken the points quite comfortably in the first half.
Also kicked a goal.
Yeah,
which was very, very important when he got the opportunity. It's just been a masterclass from the Blues midfield. I mean, you mentioned De Koning and Cripps and Walsh. It's also Hewitt and Kennedy that are racking up possessions and racking up clearances. Max Holmes has tried hard for the Cats, but Danger was decent in the first term, disappeared in the second, and they're just not winning any ball through the middle of the ground. All the main possession getters are playing in the back half.
It's been a problem for the Cats all year. Yep. You look at their midfield and you go, okay, who's going to do it for us? If Dangerfield's out and he's back tonight, it's left to Max Holmes because the other players don't get a lot of the football, and they rank 17th at conceding football. Only the Tigers the worst, ranked 18th. So you come into this night and you look at Carlton, they're going to have a fill-up because Geelong can't defend.
Did you see enough from the Cats, particularly in that second quarter, at the start of that second quarter, to convince you that they can come back into this game? They can still make a contest with this one?
They can score, Nat. When they go forward, they look dangerous, and they're getting opportunities. The question is, can they win enough ball to actually have a little bit of territorial advantage? And that's the difficult thing to see at the moment. What options does Chris Scott have in terms of mixing up that midfield makeup to see what he can try and generate in terms of some forward charges?
What about Tom Hawkins? Can you get him into the game? Because we know he hasn't got an amazing track record on Jacob Wiedering. Can you see him getting into the game?
Well, the problem for Tom Hawkins is we know he's right at the back end of his career. He doesn't have the same mobility or explosive speed off the mark, and he's playing on a man who's just as strong in the one-on-one contest, but has him covered for speed, and he's the same height. So it's going to be very, very tough. He's got to take what limited opportunities come along, make sure that he's doing all that rut work and creating some stoppage opportunities in the forward 50, and just basically finding a way to try and contribute.
This is the halftime break for Specsavers Audiology. Was that the halftime siren, or did you just get a text? Don't miss a thing with Specsavers Audiology. Book a hearing appointment today for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. There was an incident very early in this match. Patrick Dangerfield, a tackle on Sam Walsh. Now, there's been a little bit of talk about this online, and it's definitely going to get looked at by the match review officer. It's just a matter of whether or not Danger does get rubbed out for this one. The good news for him is that Sam Walsh is still out there, hasn't had any concussive episode that we're aware of, or definitely not at this stage. How do you guys see that one playing out with the MRO?
Well, I hope he gets off, but as you said, they will definitely look at it because it was a slinging motion and his head sort of whiplashed the ground and he had an arm pinned. I hope he gets off. I hope we don't rub players out and great players from our game for that, but it seems like it's the way it's going.
It didn't look great, unfortunately, but we are thrilled that Sam Walsh was okay to get up and continue. What I would love, Brownies, if they do make some sort of penalty stand against Paddy Dangerfield, I'd love them to come out and explain to us, okay, if you're chasing a player whose momentum's carrying him forward, and you have to dive to tackle him, what are you expected to do?
Yeah,
are you expected not to tackle? Is that where we want the game to go and tell players there's too high a risk of him crashing to the turf because of your momentum? What do you do? I don't understand what we expect from our players or what we demand of them so that they can tackle without fear of getting rubbed out.
It's an interesting one, and no doubt it's going to be a huge talking point tomorrow. I know it's still early in the season. Well, we're midway through the season, but are we too early to start worrying about the Cats and where they're going? Because I think since the last time they played Carlton in round 7, they've only won the one game.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about them, particularly because they're midfield, and you look in their back end at the moment, and they're undermanned in their back end as well. So if you're not winning enough football in the midfield and your forward line is functioning okay, Tom Hawkins is probably the issue in there. It all comes down to your midfield. And their ruck department hasn't been great for years. I mean, they've won a flag a couple of years ago with this ruck department. But the great ruckmen at the moment having real influence on the game. We're seeing young De Koning from Carlton having a real influence on this game up against his brother who's probably never played in the ruck before, and that's been one of the big differences tonight.
Absolutely right. Well, this is one of our favourite segments here at Triple M. It is the Amy Clangers. Clangers happen. Lucky you're with Amy, and this particular one actually happened before the game.
I would love to debate this with Nate, but we haven't got time, unfortunately.
Oh, no,
I'd love you to debate it with him, actually, because you'd beat him.
Here we go. Have you worked out the economics behind how long it takes and how much it costs to actually develop nuclear power plants?
No, I haven't done that, Chief, as you know the answer.
And there are no definitive impacts upon climate change at this particular point in time. Cramp.
Oh, he's
gone! He's gone!
Look at him! It's coming back! It's coming back!
Now,
that's the shakers getting you.
Oh, they're shocking too.
You really bit off more than you could chew there, didn't you?
Just getting a head of steam up.
Okay, guys, we need to get to a break here at the MCG. It is half time for Specsavers Audiology at the halftime break. It is the Blues 11-5-71, leading the Cats 5-5-35.
Cramp.
Oh, he's gone!
That halftime break for Specsavers. Was that the halftime siren, or did you just get a text? Don't miss a thing with Specsavers Audiology. Book a hearing appointment today for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Get
Give yourself a holiday boost with up to 10% off your next break when you book direct at choicehotels.com. Boost your well-being, boost your energy, boost your happiness. Whether you're craving a coastal road trip or rainforest adventure, Choice Hotels has over 170 locations across Australia and New Zealand. Plus, you'll get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead, book it with Choice Hotels. T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for full details.
Amy's Only in Australia files. When it's backyard cricket season and the umpire, who's also your mum, calls no ball. But that's irrelevant because now her brand new bay window is smashed. That's when you know the lucky country isn't so lucky. So it's
lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying home building insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
Ready to kick goals on and off the field? You need Employment Hero. From hired to retired, it automates all the pesky parts of HR, recruitment and payroll. Plus, it comes with Smart Match, an AI recruitment tool that matches you with top candidates instantly. Imagine never having to search for people or post a job ad again. Join the 300,000 businesses using Employment Hero to tackle employment admin and get your business back in the game. Search Employment Hero today. It's employment solved.
Hey, there he is. How's dad life?
Phil, I'm so tired, but it's the best.
All settled in with everything?
Yeah, pretty much. Switched my super over to Seabus too.
What's that got to do with your kid?
Oh, well, I really got to make sure this hard work pays off now. You know.
True.
Seabus Super, making hard work pay off since 1984. To consider if Seabus is right for you, go to seabussuper.com.au for PDS and TMD. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Cut through the background blah to hear more of the sounds you want to hear with Specsavers Advanced Hearing Technology.
He gives it everything he's got from outside 50. It's a goal!
Book a hearing appointment with our audiology professionals for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. Always follow the directions for use.
Tradies, gear up for winter with Hard Yakka. We're redefining toughness for the colder months. Our new winter range for men and women is here, featuring a huge selection of ultra-warm jackets and vests ready to shield you from the elements. And our iconic 3056 tradie boot, a must-have for the season. Every item crafted for durability and outstanding performance. So get your winter gear sorted at your nearest stockist or visit hardyakka.com. For the Aussie legends of today, Hard Yakka, nothing's tougher.
For the hottest of hot water you've ever seen. Ream comes on steady, hot and strong. It just keeps on and on.
Ream's been proudly manufacturing here in Australia for over 80 years.
Install a Ream. Install a Ream.
So ask your plumber for Ream, Australia's #1.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter, for titanium caravans. Stay off-road and off-grid for longer with a luxurious titanium caravan. Visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
Oh, that's it. What's on your Aussie bucket list? Do it all in a titanium caravan. Hit the road. Get out there. Australian-made, Australian-owned, superior quality, ultimate comfort. With titanium caravans, you can go off-road and off-grid in total luxury. Visit titaniumcaravans.com.au. Here at the G, Carlton 19 at quarter time, 36-point leaders at halftime. Mark Howe with you, Luke Darcy and Jason Dunster. We'll just cast our eye across a couple of games tomorrow with you two fine gentlemen. Port Adelaide at home, 7th versus the Brisbane Lions, 13th. Interesting game of footy, this one, I reckon.
Massive game. Port not going well. Brisbane have a good record against Port. They've dropped games at the Adelaide Oval. They should have won, Port Adelaide. So it's a toss of the coin for mine. I don't think Brisbane are anywhere near the level they were last year, but they're showing glimpses. So if they play their best footy, they can get this one. But if Port's going to salvage anything out of the season, they've got to start winning these types of games.
My word, they do. And the Giants up against the Swans. I got the privilege of doing that one with Fox. I'm looking forward to that little trip tomorrow. Who do you like there, Das, between the Giants and the Sydney Swans?
That's a cracker, isn't it? It's at NG Stadium, which is the Giants' home ground. And we
no
know
Sam Taylor, though.
Oh.
Big loss.
And played out the game with a ruptured testicle, Chief.
That's courage, isn't it?
Oh.
split the agate and didn't know he'd done it.
Played on.
That doesn't sound like a lot of fun, does it? That's a good proper rivalry, that one between those two clubs.
Swans have given up goals early and then just came
I
bang.
just think they're too good, Sydney. I'll back Sydney.
And then you're on 7. You'll do a fine job there. Melbourne versus the Kangaroos, who are in a bit of form.
Don't think for a moment this is just Melbourne rolling over the top of North. I reckon they'll be very competitive.
Danger game, Chieftain.
No Petrarca. Couple of changes out
and they're just playing poorly.
Jai Simpkin comes back for North Melbourne. Their captain
looked good last week through the midfield. Wardlaw, I wasn't sure about Wardlaw.
Best game I've seen him play.
Everybody's talking him up, and I hadn't seen it. And then I watched him live last week, and I thought, gee, this is what people are talking about.
Essendon too good for the Eagles at home?
Absolutely. 2 metre Peter hasn't done much this year. He's kicked 4 against North Melbourne, only 5 goals in his last 6 games, but I feel like it's big 2 metre Peter's day.
And then Fremantle at home versus the Gold Coast. So I've got a feeling that Fife is just going to rip this one apart. Chiefy, who do you like out of Fremantle and the Suns?
Fremantle at home, I expect to bounce back because they were dismal last week. I think Justin Longmuir gave them a few home truths, and they need to put their hand up very quickly again.
The De Koning brothers to start the second half. Sam, a surprise starting ruckman. Brother Tom, two-man, has probably been the most influential player on the ground just about.
Number 1 ranked player. 16 touches, 15 contested, a goal, and thrown 6 clearances.
36-point lead Carlton have as we about to get the second half underway. Big crowd at the MCG. Crisp night, winter solstice. And it has been all the Navy Blues. The bounce favoured Sam, but Tom jumped over the top. Dangerfield had a little bit of a fumble. Cripps came after him with everything and has trapped it and got it to a 50-50. It will be thrown up again inside the centre square.
Here we go.
A few more numbers come up around the Sharon. Tom and Sam do battle again. Tom with the experience. Elijah Hollands well tackled by Stewart. Little flick handball out from Graham Myers in the path of Blitzarves, who walked through Ollie Hollands. Got it to Dempsey. Myers. He's kicked off the side of the boot. You can't tell me he meant to kick it there. It hit Jeremy Cameron flush on the chest.
You'd almost back him in.
Jeremy.
He's a very talented player.
On your line.
Extraordinary vision. And this man can do anything.
Mate, just stand there.
Tucked up against the boundary line.
Thank you.
In the right forward pocket, adjacent to the Melbourne Cricket Club members. And a big left foot bending snap. He got a great piece of it, but a little too severe.
Right out, please.
Through Foray behind. 5-6-36 Geelong, 11-5-71 Carlton. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
He has snapped that ball the best part of 60 metres. He snapped it from just inside 50 and it went about 5 rows back.
Acres, hand pass to Sard, who released the ball originally from full back. And wobbles it towards centre wing. Stewart arrives late, fists it across the line. Two-man's back, Triple M Red Z Lenders, Red Z Lending Loans for the self-employed, REDZED.com. What's impressing you, Tuopolo?
Tom and Mark.
Definitely Patrick Cripps and Tom De Koning and those mids for the Blues. As Jason mentioned, Kennedy also busy, along with Hewitt. They've had 16 and 15.
Stoppages around the ground. De Koning for the Geelong goes back behind the football. Blitzarves comes off Cripps and goes into the ruck, and Holmes comes up onto Cripps.
That's Triple M Seabar Super. Seabar Super making hard work path since 1984.
So they're worried about Curnow and Mackay, so they get the extra number back.
Ollie Dempsey got manhandled and drew the free kick. Quick handball was good to Holmes. Zach Tui, the target, just drifted late over his head. McGovern lost his footing momentarily. Little handball from Stengel was elite. Cameron with a left foot snap, right foot snap it was. And it floats across goal and misses. So Cats have some opportunities early here. 5-7-37. Carlton 11-5-71. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Had a bit more time than he thought then, Jeremy Cameron. Probably could have run in and made a certainty of it.
Long way to go here, Tube. But live ladder, what does this do for the Blues?
Second spot on the ladder, Howie. They'll either be 2 or 3 games behind Sydney. If Sydney lose to the Giants, 2 games behind Sydney, who are at the top of the table.
And they'll be 2 games clear of Geelong too. If Geelong win this game, they'll be level with the Blues.
So the umpire just makes sure he knows who's in the ruck, which is Blitzarves and Tom DK, who grabs it out. De Koning, left foot from the ruck contest, coming back with a flight. Here's Guthrie, who's become a fine young player, spent a couple of years in and out of the side. And he's doing a wonderful job now, Zach Guthrie. His brother, unfortunately, still battled with injury for last year and a half, and he turned it over. Really poor short ball from Colin Jasny, and Chincotta just swept in out of nowhere.
Tom
And
Stewart
marked.
can't believe it.
Stewart's man. So Chincotta, who's having a good night, he's very clean with the football, is Alex.
Just back with me.
Newton and Chewell, so he's a Geelong man himself.
Keep coming. Move out.
This to kick his second of the evening. Shaved head on 50. Little low puncher. Just rolls it in. Easily and casually. Chincotta's got 2 and the Blues are back out to a 40-pointer, 12-5 to 5-7. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Stay off road and off grid for longer with a luxurious Titanium Caravan.
Turning out to be a brilliant matchup for the Blues. Michael Voss will be thrilled with what's happened thus far. Tom Stewart hasn't dominated. And now Chincotta's got a couple of goals playing that defensive forward role. Absolutely perfect. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. I love the fact that he ignored Zach Williams, who was in a bit of space, wanted the set shot, probably 5 or 10 metres close, but he said, look, I'm near enough to in front. I'll back myself to kick the set shot, and he did it. Well done.
Yeah, classy effort, Chincotta. 2 goals, as Chief said, on that matchup with Tom Stewart, out to a 40-point lead. Carlton, and they look like a side that has got confidence to burn at the moment. Tom DeConey again, beautifully down to Kennedy, to Walsh. They have dominated the clearances in this game. Carlton gets through to Curnow. It was an awkward one for him. Jack Henry, Ham a little bit too hot for Stewart. Zach Guthrie, everything under pressure. And trap it inside their forward 50 again, the Blues.
Patrick.
Hunt Road end of the MCG. Tom Stewart just got the Chincotta hand in his back the whole time, and he goes to ground then. Stewart, Chincotta gets involved again. They are looking for a holding the ball call. Benefit of the doubt goes the way of Mark O'Connor. It'll be thrown up again, about 20 out from the Carlton goal. They are pressing. Tom DeConing got the hand down to Kennedy. Holmes, Cats having to fight hard for everything. Ollie Dempsey has had some good moments. Not his best kick though. He's turned it over. The mark taken on the wing by Nick Newman on the AFL logo. Triple M commentary side of the MCG.
Goes back inboard to Newman. Now Sard, centre wing, AFL logo. He's happy to drop it back to centre half back to Wiedering. How's his battle with Hawkins going, Chew?
Yeah, Tommy Hawkins, 2 possessions and scoreless. Wiedering 8 disposals, 3 marks.
Walsh caresses the ball. Geez, a good kick to Akers on the Shane Warne stand. Centering ball. Curnow's in a good position, brings it to ground. Butters up at ground level. They can't stop Charlie, and then he kicks it straight into Blitzarves. Now Stewart looks to clear his defensive zone. Looks to Hawkins and Wiedering, who just moves Hawkins off the ball, which is not easy. Stengel will have to beat 2 speedsters. One Sard, and Sard beats him. Oh, clean one-handed pick up to Wolf. Sard does beautifully. There is the Wolf. Kicks it forward. DeConing flies. That's the Carlton version. Ball 30 out from Carlton's attacking goal.
How good's the pick-up? Running at full tilt, Adam Sard. Clean as a whistle.
That is not easy to do what Sard just did. He's loaded the ground, but he didn't lose any speed at all as he scooped it up, as Chief described, with the Triple M Seabus Supers. Cats get it to half-back. Close has been quiet. He's kick under pressure.
Carlton. Pay the mark.
He's been marked. There was a whistle that I thought might have been overturned. Sard gets the mark or free kick. McGovern, and they are out. Oh, he's got 3 in the first half. Can have a shot from 51 metres out directly in front. Can he kick it, Nate?
Oh, he'll definitely get the distance, Duke. Distance is no problem. He's only a wee man, but he's got a big leg on him.
Good confidence from Nate Brown.
Big call, distance, no problem.
Just 179 centimetres. Nate said no problems.
Distance, lots of problems.
He's about 15 metres short, Nate. Top of the square.
He went with a set.
He gave everything he had for that.
He went
15 metres short. Out of bounds, insufficient attempt. Carlton free kick, and they've got it back again.
They go in short off the boot of Akers, and he hits Elijah Hollins. Now, this is a skillful operator. Like watching this bloke play. He's going to kick from 48 out, 2 metres inside the boundary on the outer side. Oh, he's absolutely timed that to perfection, and it landed 20 metres short of the goal. Let's see what Hollins can do. Make it 2 and a term for the Blues. Going to drift across the face. Lane in a dangerous area. Players fall down. Fisted through from behind. The Blues 12-6-78. Catch 5-7-37. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Stay off road and off grid for longer with luxurious Titanium Caravan.
Play on Stewart to Zach Guthrie. Down the wing they come. But the Blues have got all the answers. I feel like they're winning almost every position on the ground at the moment. Newman to Walsh. Goes for Charlie Curnow in the pocket. It was a tough ball for the forward. Called Jasny at ground level. Wanted the boundary line, and he almost allowed the Owies tackle to take him over.
Love to see Charlie Curnow just lead a little bit more. He's just too happy wrestling with College Jasny, who I think is showing great strength and actually doing a good job in those one-on-ones.
Chief and Nate, the Triple M Seabus Super special comments. Seabus Super making hard work pay off since 1984. Tom de Koning been outstanding, and that snap was going through, apart from a late fist from Stewart. 12-7-79, Carlton 5-7-37, Geelong. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Nat, Bob Jane Team Arts.
Geelong are just about to make a sub, so Gary Rowan is just warming up on the boundary. The paperwork has gone in, but I just need to find out who's coming off.
Thank you to Nat. Bob Jane Team Arts, they've got great buy, 3 get 1 free, plus instant cashback deal. Call or shop online today. T&Cs apply. Carlton do brilliant in a turnover with a tackle on Cameron. They go short free kick. They give away a free kick to Charlie Curnow because he's just so dangerous.
But he led at the ball carrier, and all of a sudden that puts pressure on the defender because he can't go with him, so he's got to grab him to retard him. Great pressure from McGovern on Cameron.
So, Charlie, he's kicked 3. Where's he sit on the Coleman? Chiopolo?
3 clear as we speak. 41 majors. 3 ahead of Ben King, who's injured, as we know. He'll be missing this round. He has 38.
This is for 4 straight for Charlie Curnow. He'll kick from 40 out, slide angle. The number 30 hits it nice. He just fades left to touch off the instep. So he blemishes his score book for the first time. The Blues 12-8-80. Cats 5-7-37. 12 and a half to go, third term.
What's happened to Ben King out of interest, too, man?
I think it's a knee. It says it's that testing phase.
Yeah,
so
he hurt
be out too long.
43-point lead to the Blues. They are in command, to say the least. Here's Tom de Koning again. I'll get some stats from you two, man, on Tom de Koning. High ball, Mackay, Curnow, Stewart with a fist. Oh, dangerous spot to land it in, though. This is Ollie Hollands. Can he pick it up? Atkins got hold of him. Play on's the call. Fogarty, Hewitt, spills to Fogarty. Orazio, good-looking attempt. Just to the near side and fisted through by Tom Stewart. Let's get back down to Nat, who's coming off for Gary Rowan, Nat.
Yeah, O'Sheen Mullen is coming off for Gary Rowan, so the training jumper has come off and Rowan's just about to go onto the field.
Carlton have laid 17 tackles in their forward 50. I know the ball's been in there a lot, but they've still had 17. Geelong only the 5.
Collar Jasny takes a bounce down the near flank. Nice drop punt down the line. Heading for Dangerfield. The impressive Dempsey. Stripped to the footy. I don't know how he got rid of the footy. Maybe the boundary line saved and it'll be tossed in. Here's the two-man with the red Zetas.
Yeah, Brownie, and their pressure rating inside forward 50 for the Blues is at 214. The AFL average is 167 for pressure inside the attacking 50.
So on comes Gary Rowan, as Nat Unides told us, the tactical sub activated early. Chris Scott has shown that he's not afraid to do that if things aren't going their way, and they are not going their way. They trail 81-37. Here is Rowan, slaps it forward. Akers picked it up, ran into some pressure, flicked the handle back out. Now Stengel, big chance here. Myers runs through 50. Centering kick has been marked back there by Ollie Hollands. Defensive effort was perfectly timed.
Short ball to McGovern. Wasn't centimetre perfect, but it worked out well enough. Mackay. Gee whiz, he caught one from Henry for his trouble. That's Jack. For a Friday night feed, make McSmart with a new McSmart meal from Macca's. 2 burgers, small fries and soft drink for $6.95. Harry, defensive point of the square, outer side. Sets a tough task for his forwards. Kicked it to a couple of cats, but it might work out. Putting it out in front of Curnow was Cripps. Clever tap by O'Connor. Has no room to move. Caught in a tackle by Williams. So it was Carlton by 19 at quarter time, 36 at half time. They currently lead by 44 points. 10 to go in the third term. Take something remarkable from the catch from here.
My ball. Nominate.
Ball doesn't clear the ruck contest.
Both ruckmen having a rest at the moment, so Cripps and Blixarves doing the ruck work.
Down towards Holmes. I've remarked a couple of times, gee, looks similar to Dangerfield in general play. Clever tap from Cameron over the top to Ollie Henry, who got crunched on the way through. Boyd for the Blues. Sends one down towards the real deal Dangerfield. Tries to get away from a man tight on the boundary line. To Holmes. Free kick. Advantage paid the way of the Cats.
Take it, looking for Brad Close.
Stand.
Still a long way from home, Close. Back through the corridor to Bowes. Can't remember a time this game where you felt like Carlton had really had the flow of the game their way. Jeremy Cameron looms large here. Right foot snap to goal. Missed. Another opportunity for Jezza. Has had a couple, and that was one I reckon he'd like to have again. 12-9-81. Carlton 5-8-38 Geelong. That's all on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Tight angle on the right on the Harvey Norman replay. The clearance is on now. TVs, fridges, laptops, mobiles, furniture, barbecues, mattresses, laptops and more. Best brands, best range, best price. Harvey Norman clearance on now. Short ball hits McGovern, centre half back. Squirts it to the near side, looks for Williams. Points at the mark, then goes immediately by hand. He's trying to work his way through a bit of traffic. There's the Blues and Kemp. Back to Williams. Caught, but does well to find a little sneaky exit ball. Now Hollands, Elijah off the instep towards Harry. Didn't mean it to go that area. Harry just props himself over the footy. The Blues want the line. Fantasia keeps it in just. Now Henry attacks it, gives it to Atkins. Under all sorts of pressure at the moment, the Cats defenders. Still they can't get clear of their defensive 50. Fogarty caught by a couple. 60 from home, the Blues.
Sure, man, who's not getting the job done for the Cats tonight?
Well, you got. We keep mentioning those forwards. Brad Close, 7 disposals and scoreless. Ollie Henry 6 and 1 behind. Spoke about Tommy Hawkins 2 and scoreless.
You just look around and you're uncharacteristically quiet. A number of the Geelong players are getting outplayed everywhere at the moment, and the Blues again trap it inside their forward 50.
And Dangerfield does. He had 7 in the first quarter. He's only had 5 since quarter time.
81-38 it is on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. Cripps muscles his way through. Back to Walsh. Curnow. Mackay. Front and centre Curnow. Brilliant take. Got boot to ball. Under pressure. Put it out of bounds on the full. Punt road end.
Wait for the call.
Mitch Duncan will reset things from behind the line, right next to the behind post on the outer side. Runs about 6 metres, then keeps a low drop punt to the outer defensive flank. Just hit Hawkins in the midriff, wasn't expecting it. Tui, little check side round that outer wing, works out to Holmes. He can run this man, he's such an athlete, takes a bounce, takes a second bounce. Now sends the ball deep inside 50, perfectly to Cameron. Well done by Kemp, coming back with a flight. Didn't give away front on contact, but got a spoil to take it across the line.
It's a big win, isn't it? It's a team-building win when one of your players like Kemp, and they've been playing great football, the Blues tonight, mostly attacking, but on the fast break, you feel like normally Jeremy Cameron marks that football. The work Kemp put in to get back and to get it out of bounds,
watch the
that's
ball,
a real team
let him
lifter.
run. Adam.
Nate Brown, you got the chief and official legend of the AFL Hall of Fame doing the Triple M Super Specials, as always on a Friday night. Hawkins has had not a lot of action, kicks that one out of bounds on the full. And the Blues will load up again from the last line of defence.
Tommy Hawkins playing game number 359. Most ever for a Geelong footballer. Extraordinary career he's had. Atkins caught with a footy. Free kick will go, and it was the big forward, Curnow, that applied the tackle. Here's it to Owies. Picked a nice little bag of 3 tonight. Good chain of hand pass. The Cats move it forward. The Blues, move it forward. Into the pocket, Williams gets off his man. Centres it. Oh, Fantasia was just knocked out of it by O'Connor, who rushes through from behind. Cats 5-8-38. Blues 12-10-82. Up by 44 points. The Navy Blues, 7 to go before the final break. That is all in the Triple M Titanium Caravans scoreboard.
So if normally the Geelong side, you feel like they can pile on 5 or 6 quick ones and have a powerful burst, but they look a bit listless to you at the moment.
Well, they just can't win enough possession, Jake. That's the problem.
Tui's got it at half back. Really just being outplayed. They Come back through the corridor. That'll work out okay to Rowan. He gets it moving. Oh, Ollie Dempsey's popped up out of a sprinkler. Pulled in a Tina style. Found space that no one could have found. Not 15 to Holmes, and he gets nailed in the tackle. He just can't get anything going at all.
What did you mean, Paul Dimmock?
Oh, he could pop up in space, Howie. They thought he was hit underneath the sprinkler cap or...
Just to hide in the stands.
Did he just roll on?
Yep.
Lazy kick from Newman's put him under pressure.
It has. It goes to Dempsey. Immediately gives it by hand to Cameron, but the umpire said, no, you need to go back over the mark.
Switch, Gav. Switch. Yep, Mark's there. Switch.
What do you think the crowds ended at tonight, Chulenko?
Be nudging close to late 70s, I reckon, Howie. Maybe 77, 78,000.
They're just loving their footy, Dars. They're just loving it. The crowds this year are extraordinary.
Averaging 62.5 at the MCG, Howie, which is currently a record.
That'd be world-leading stuff, Chewy.
Weather's been good too.
Dempsey sends it high ball forward. The Blues get it out the back. What'd you say? The weather's been good?
Yep.
There's a free kick being paid down there.
Yep, Tom tried to take a big hanger over Sam. Went a little bit too early to knee him in the head.
Brings more people to the footy, Howie.
Okay.
Boys, move out.
So what'd you say on track for a record? Was that, what, a record average number at the MCG for a season they're on track for, Chewy?
Yeah, spot on, Howie. 62,500 we're averaging this year at the G. Good weather.
He's only kicked one goal as Sam De Koning in his career. On a slide angle from 30. And just nails it home and likes it too. Bit of a fist pump. Says we're not done here. Mum in the grandstand wasn't sure and just held the Chardonnay aloft to her young son and said, well done. In fact, is that a Chardonnay, Das? You're the publican. What do you think that is?
It's like a rosé.
A bit of an Aperol Spritz, I think Mrs. De Koning's rolling with.
12-10-82, the Blues to the Cats 6-8-44.
She's been enjoying herself, Jason.
On the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Why wouldn't you if your two sons are playing, Nate?
Absolutely.
A crowd like this. How good.
Last goal that he kicked, Sam De Koning, was in the 2022 grand final.
Oh. One in, guys. One in, please.
Tom, he decided he was going to take mark of the year on his brother.
Yep.
Didn't he? Got underneath it.
The great Michael Klein, photographer extraordinaire, who's down on the boundary. He loves the huddle. Brownie might want to come out of the box if he reckons the weather is good. It's pretty crisp out there. It's a fair point.
It's a nice night. It's just cold, Kleiny. I understand that.
Getting soft as he gets older, Kleiny.
Dangerfield had his jumper scragged effectively by Tom De Koning. Half forward, Cats.
You, mate.
Desperate to kick back-to-back goals here and keep this one alive to the wing. Stewart's got his marker to Chincotta next to him. Chincotta just making life very difficult for Stewart. To Atkins, though. This will work out okay. The activated sub, Gary Rowan, and half forward. 5 minutes until three-quarter time. Inside 50 goes the kick. Fisted away. Back there by Kemp. Cowan tried to flick it out to Williams. Matty Kennedy put his head down and burrowed in after the footy. Williams gets it back. Orazio through the corridor to Cripps. Saar, the Cats applying some pressure, but the composure on display from the Blues significant. But they've turned it over. O'Connor takes him to set mark and half back.
Positioned himself perfectly, Mark O'Connor. Premiership player with the Cats. Spreads it out wide to Gaddy Rowan. And he looks to the outer flank, got Stengel on a big lead. Had a little bit of space. Hasn't had much of it. Hawkins has slipped and hurt himself. So keep an eye on him in the glasses. He didn't look good, Tom. Hewitt, has he got up or not, Hawkins?
He's up.
Okay. Hewitt marks out of side. Massages the ball down to Hollins. It's Elijah. Hawkins looks a bit ginger, but he's up on his feet. Elijah sends it towards the pocket. Stewart, his teammate O'Connor spoiled him. It's been one of those nights for the Cats. O'Connor now picks up a little squeezing ball forward to Holmes, and he's going to go across the defensive 50.
Ollie Dempsey probably been their best, just about, Ollie Dempsey for mine. That works out okay to close.
Outside 5, play on.
Tracking this MCC members side wing, and that is an uncharacteristic mistake from close out of bounds on the full. Keep an eye on Tom Hawkins there.
5 metres back.
Nat Unides, he's limping off, looking very sick and sorry, Bob Jane teammates.
Yeah, it looks like Tom Hawkins is done. He can't put any pressure on that foot, so he's just limping off the field. The bench telling him to come off now.
Chief, that was one of those ones where no contact and you worry, you don't like to speculate at all, do you? But Achilles and those sort of things.
Yeah, we hope he'll be okay.
Hung it up out of defence, and Rowan floats across and takes a great intercept mark.
Yep, poor judgment from Matty Kennedy. You kick it 50 metres high across goal. The defender doesn't have to be that close to actually get there to cut it off.
Harvey Norman replay just tripped himself up on a lead and just held the left ankle. So, in relative terms, good news for the Big Hawk. But here he is, Gary Rowan. Beautiful kick of the football. He's Gary Rowan. He'll kick it from 46 to make it 2 in a row for the Cats and give them something going in towards the three-quarter time break. And Ganny kicks the goal and says, "Come on, lads! We're not done here." They get it back to a 32-pointer, 12-10-82 as Hawkins goes down the race. And that'll be across that 7-8-50. The lead back to 32 points, 2:56 on the clock. Fourth three-quarter time, Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Back-to-back goals, just a little bit sloppy the last 5 minutes from the Blues.
One more, Nate, I reckon, serious game on. They've had 6 of the last 7 inside 50, so a little bit of momentum. Massive centre clearance. If the Cats can take this one away, put pressure on, lock the ball forward and try and kick one more goal, get it under 5 goals in the last quarter.
His ankle just collapsed underneath his big frame.
Yeah, Triple M Harvey Norman replay. Look at Tom Hawkins behind the play and just the way he's come off the ground too. I think if you're reading body language, he's upset about what he thinks may have happened to his foot.
He kicked the mouth guard away, didn't he?
Ankle region. There was no contact from anyone. There is a clearance, Chief, that goes Carlton's way. Inside forward 50, Mackay out the back, Curnow with a little bender dribbler. And hits the post. Took a off break late, hit the post.
Not sure why he kicked it along the ground.
12-11-83 to 7-8-50, 33 points to the Blues' favour on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
What have they dished done in the last few minutes, Chewy, that you're seeing statistically Red Z style, just to work their way back, hands on the footy?
Yeah, territory. They're dominating. They've lifted their pressure rating as well, Howie.
Rowan, who's had a real impact with a goal since he's come on, and provided some real spark to Myers. That little chipping style sets Stengel a task. Can't get off McGovern, but it's back to Myers. Here we go. This could be 3 in a row now. Henry had the centering option. Goes to Cameron. Back to Henry. Looping hand pass. Dempsey close. Somehow they get there. Oh, close all right. 3 on the trot for the Cats. And from nowhere, they're back to a Chewy
27-point lead.
They're good at maths. That is all on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard. They've kicked the last 3 and they just pressured their way through that.
Well, again, it's just a little bit sloppy from the Blues, so their pressure's been outstanding, particularly in the first half of this third quarter. They were up at 230 at one stage. The Cats are 170, but just a couple of sloppy balls, and then that one got out the back. A long ball down the line. Carlton players flew, went out the back. 3 Geelong players out the back, and then from there they're just able to go the whole way. Carlton fans asking for holding the ball back behind for Stengel, but it was just a lack of pressure all the way down the ground.
Plenty of run coming from the Cats. They got their tails up now. A little bit of leg speed with Rowan coming on, getting involved a couple of times.
Carlton led by 44 points, 11 minutes into this third term, and with just under 2 minutes remaining, it's back to 27. They've done incredibly well here, almost since the Gary Rowan sub. Cats have kicked 3 unanswered goals. First time they've done that this game, and game well and truly back on. DeConing wins the hit out. Important clearance again to be one. Walsh did well to just guide Holmes off the footy. Kennedy comes out the front of the stoppage, runs to 50, has a flying shot out of bounds on the full. Signals that he thought he might have got a push in the back, but Kolodjasny's free kick.
Jake Kolodjasny out of prospecting Tassie. Near side wing ball. Good fly behind. Right, Sam DeConing. How's Sam and Tom gone against each other tonight, Chewy?
Well, Sam DeConing, 12 disposals, a couple of clearances in a goal, and Tom DeConing has had 19, Howie, 7 clearances in a goal.
Nice red Z. Free kick to Jezza Cameron. Gee, if they could pinch another one here, 1:17 on the clock. This would be really game on. Jeremy with that lethal left foot at his disposal. Just takes a bit off, disguises the kick to Guthrie, who took his eyes off the footy. The old spent it before he had it, Chieftain.
Ball's pinned.
And he's
Thank you.
caught by Sard.
Thanks, Zach. Rucks. Mark and Tom.
Minute
here,
and
guys.
3 remaining in the third term. Cats ball up on the 50-metre arc. Cats free kick from the ruck goes away. Blitzarves. Tom DeConing pleads his case.
Play on.
Blitzarves understands the time factor, puts it up the top of the square. Blues are well placed back there, and Charlie Kerr often does this, Nate.
Yeah, he does.
Clayton Quarters.
Good timing. He wouldn't have even needed to been told to go back there. He would have just had a look. The Cats are coming. They're putting pressure on us. I'm going to go back behind the footy and make sure we don't leak any more goals.
Gets it to Elijah Hollins, and the 30-second signs are being held up, so the player's well aware of what is the scenario. Harry Mackay almost took the mark, but down to 20 seconds and counting.
So it's a 27-point margin the way the Blues. As Two-Man said, 11 minutes into the turn, they're out by 44 before the Cats have kicked the last 3 through DeConing, Rowan and Close. Still time. They kick it straight to a navy blue jumper to the Cats, so that'll be the end of scoring unless something unusual happens here. So still a lot of work to be done by the Cats. As Two-Man said, they started to dominate territory. They kicked the last 3 of the term, but the Blues still got it in hand at the moment. At three-quarter time after leading by 19 at half-time, 19 at quarter-time, 36 at half-time. The Blues lead at 12-11-83 to the Cats, 8-8-56. It is the Blues leading at the final break by 27 points. McDonald's Marine Hot Water, Triple M Rocks football.
That quarter, the titanium caravans stay off-road and off-grid for longer with a luxurious titanium caravan. Visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
For McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
make it McSmart with the new McSmart meal from Macca's. 2 burgers, small fries and small soft drink for $6.95.
What's on your Aussie bucket list? Sitting around the campfire on a beach at Exmouth after fishing all day? Exploring the tip of Cape York or the bottom of the Eyre Peninsula? Do it all in a titanium caravan. Australian made, Australian owned, superior quality and ultimate comfort. With titanium caravans, you can go off-road and off-grid in total luxury. Experience titanium caravans for yourself in their Epping showroom or visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
At Bunnings Trade, we can help you get the win with Power Pass. Get exclusive prices on heavy hitters like AEG, Makita, DeWalt, Pasload, Bosch and loads more. Break through the pack with fast checkout through the Power Pass app. Get end-to-end support in-store and over the phone. And pick up the bill with flexible payment options, including cash, credit or a 30-day account. Back the winning team. Sign up for Power Pass today. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Bunnings Trade. Helping business is our trade.
That's right, buddy. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners is giving you up to $500 cash bonus and supporting Heart Kids Australia with every eligible claim. This year, they're celebrating 25 years of designing quality products with unrivaled reliability, superior performance, and cutting-edge technology. So it's no surprise they have the highest levels of customer satisfaction. Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air. Terms and conditions apply.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. The latest tech priced to clear. Save up to 30% on Windows 11 computers. French door fridges on sale. Save $120 on Hisense 483 litre with ice and water. Now under $1,500. Up to 40% off floor stock and X-Display, lounges, dining and outdoor furniture. Amazing value. Nebula queen size bed with 3 storage drawers, USB charger and LED lights, $1,399. Harvey Norman clearance. Best brands, best range at the best price guaranteed. Conditions apply.
Give yourself a holiday boost with up to 10% off your next break when you book direct at choicehotels.com. Boost your well-being, boost your energy, boost your happiness. Whether you're craving a coastal road trip or rainforest adventure, Choice Hotels has over 170 locations across Australia and New Zealand. Plus, you'll get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead. Book it with Choice Hotels. T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for full details.
Amy's Only in Australia files. When it's backyard cricket season and the umpire, who's also your mum, calls no ball. But that's irrelevant because now her brand new bay window is smashed. That's when you know the lucky country isn't so lucky. So it's
Lucky you're with Amy.
Before buying home building insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
Ready to kick goals on and off the field? You need Employment Hero. From hired to retired, it automates all the pesky parts of HR, recruitment and payroll. Plus, it comes with Smart Match, an AI recruitment tool that matches you with top candidates instantly. Imagine never having to search for people or post a job ad again. Join the 300,000 businesses using Employment Hero to tackle employment admin and get your business back in the game. Search Employment Hero today. It's employment solved.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
This quarter for Bunnings Trade. Bunnings Trade is helping you get the win this tax time with huge deals on top trade brands. Get in before June 30.
Carlton by 33. 19 at half time. I'll start again. Carlton by 19 at quarter time, 36 at half time, 27 at three quarter time. I'm a bit thrown because Nate can find all sorts of stuff online. You just showed me a bit of vision, Nate. What was that?
There was one of the coaches at the Euros who was sitting on the bench, didn't realise the camera was on him and just poking around up his nose and then for some reason put it in his mouth. I just don't understand it. As a grown man, Chief, why you would do that?
Not good. As soon as it put me off the re-intro. Bob Jane Team Arts, they've got great buy 3, get 1 free plus instant cashback deals. Call the shop online today. T&Cs apply. Come in, Nat.
I really don't know how to respond to that, so we'll try and regroup.
Yeah.
We're waiting on an update from Geelong regarding Tom Hawkins. Now, he went down into the rooms late in that third quarter with what looks like either a left ankle or foot injury. Couldn't put any pressure on that foot at all. So we're waiting for him to re-emerge, and hopefully we'll get an update on him shortly. That's the major injury at the moment. The Cats have already activated their sub. Carlton are yet to do so, though. Corey Durden is the sub for them.
Nicely done, Nat. Triple M Red Z Lenders. Red Z Lending Loans for the self-employed. REDZED.com. You got Ash Chua.
Geelong 7 out of the last 9 inside 50s. They kicked 3 goals straight. To the Blues, 1 behind.
Triple M Seabar Supers. Seabar Super making hard work pay off since 1984. Nathan Brown and the legend that is Jason Dunstall.
They've made it a game, haven't they, the Chief? The last few goals to the Cats. The Blues were a little bit sloppy. Their pressure certainly dropped off. So this game is there if the Cats can start well in this last quarter.
I think a three-quarter time break came at a good time for the Blues because there has been a momentum shift. Territory starting to favour the Cats. They're looking dangerous again. They've got run in the legs. I think Gary Rowan, as the sub, has provided a bit of a spark with a bit of speed playing on a wing. First goal, critical here.
They're up by 44 points. The Blues 11 minutes into the third term, but DeConing, Rowan and Close kick the last 3 to bring it back to 27 points. The Cats simply must kick the first to really get them up and about.
Stewart's gone forward at the start of this quarter.
Tommy Stewart forward, Sam DeConing, Geelong, Tom DeConing, Carlton. They're rucked and 40 other all day, the brothers. Sam jumps, Tom stays down, and it'll work out to Walsh. Just the ultimate professional. Sends it inside 50. Mackay Curnow comes to ground. Where's Owies? Fogley's in the area. Duncan wraps it up.
Two-man, the clearances were a domination early for Carlton. What are they currently at?
Still at plus 18, 41 to 23.
It's a massive number, that, isn't it? Just had control around that area of the game. Cripps had it taken away from him, though, by Dangerfield from half-back. He goes out to the wing. Quiet night for Ollie Henry. Had to contend with Wiedering, and Rowan came charging in and bowled over Wiedering, who gets up and gets sore on the back of it. And the big hit, the big human caravan Wiedering.
G-Man, you told us about a record Wiedering's got on Hawkins.
It's kept him goalless 3 times from their past 6 encounters as Jacob Wiedering.
Triple M Red Z Lending stats with the two-man. Thrown in Shane Warne stand side again. Another clearance. Carlton Walsh to Kennedy to 50. Sam DeConing back. That's a good mark. Too tall, too athletic for Zach Williams.
You can do it all, these DeConing boys, can't they?
Talented boys.
Yeah, what would you have been rucking against them? What would you have been trying to do, Dars?
Well, their dad played 60 games for the Bulldogs. We might have seen them in the red, white and blue, both of them. I would have been panicking, Howie.
They're ranked 1 and 2 on the ground at the moment.
Are they really? That's outstanding. So it was their dad a rangy long-haired customer as well?
I don't remember a lot of the dad before my time, but some athleticism clearly in the family.
Hollands, Ollie goes short.
Oh, no.
Oh, Kennedy's got the 50 against Holmes. What'd you see on the Harvey Norman shoot?
It was marginally late. He tried to pull up. It's one of those you don't like seeing. He looked
like he tried to stop.
Yeah, he was almost going to get there for the spoil, and then he just pulled up and he went to ground very easily, Kennedy.
Because Scott can't believe it.
It's technically there, but...
Mark's here, who wants it?
Is it even technically there, Chief? I don't know about
If
it.
you're not in the marking contest, you're not supposed to make any contact, Jim.
But we're asking players to do things that are actually physically impossible.
So now you're going to make that decision. Well, I'm not going to get this. I need to start pulling up early.
Kennedy really put a hole in the Cats and hint the thought of a comeback. He's only 25 out. Should kick the goal, Kennedy. Does kick the goal, Kennedy. That's the start the Blues needed in the final, just to calm the Cats and their fans down a bit. 13-11-89, 8-8-56, back to a 33-point margin, the Blues to the good.
Will make them feel better about themselves, the Blues, because they'd lost a handle on the game in the last part of that third quarter, but they get the all-important first. That breathing space is there again. Confidence lifts.
It's an enormous punishment for what he did.
Yeah.
Like, there's things that deserve 50-metre penalties, and that one didn't even deserve a penalty, but, you know, there's an option there for a smaller penalty if the umpire could have thought that, but that has an impact on the game, and that's what a lot of people have been upset about, is the amount of decisions impacting results in games.
Nat Yannides, Bob Jane team art.
Just got an update from Geelong. They're saying that Tom Hawkins will not be returning during this match, and they won't be giving us an update on exactly what the injury is until post-match. So if you want to read into that, it's not great news.
It didn't look great, Nat. It's a foot ankle area. It was fell to ground without contact, if that makes sense, and he looked very distressed about it, Tom Hawkins. So let's hope there's better news than it sounds. Holmes' kick smothered, nicely done by Orazio. Holmes goes back in and wins it, gets it to Zach Guthrie, to Stengel, loops a handball to Tui, and he goes short, finds Brian Myers, who's about 47 metres out. He's looking like he's ready to play on Myers. It's exactly what he does, and geez, he gains some metres and some open space, but then pulls it across and misses. Disappointing result for Brian Myers. 89 plays 57, 32-point lead to the Blues on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Jordan Boyd to reset.
Play on.
He's very short to Fantasia. Kicks down the line. Fisted across. And 89-57. Just jump on Triple M footage. Just
Hold the meter.
Jasper and his crew have put up Chiefs live cramp on air in the Friday huddle, and it's worth a look to us. It's worth a look.
Recovered well, the Chief. He's had a pretty solid week from what we hear.
Yeah, he's down on salts, I think.
A little dehydrated.
As you should. Official legend status in the AFL Hall of Fame.
What was seen him at tennis on Monday. He had a drink with his brothers on Sunday night, and it was like he was in a shower just all day. That's how much he was sweating. It was like just a shower following him around.
Yeah, good work by Jasper and Brandon getting that up nice and sharp.
How do they find that, Howie? You're the social media guru
just
here.
jump on Triple M footy on the gram, and you'll see that.
Jasper's quite dressed up tonight.
Yeah.
Got a hot date later.
Pretty happy with himself, Jasper.
He's got his Stone Island jacket on.
Well, he's more comfortable now
Not a
after
cheap
early
one.
doors when you threaten to throw him outside the box, Dars.
We've recovered nicely, Jasper and I. Had a good friendship.
Friendship, is it?
A good friendship, Jasper and I. We bonded over that.
It was a rocky start.
Well, there was
How much damage was to that camera? Was that, did you have to pay for that camera?
some extenuating circumstances at the time, Nate. We put that in the past. Boundary throwing. Right in front of the interchange race. Atkins, well tackled by a couple of Blues. They've got a 32-point lead. Early stages final term. Let's get down to Nat Yannides.
Carlton are just about to activate their sub. Orazio Fantasia has gone to the back of the box for them. Looks like it might be tactical, but I'll get an update from the Blues.
Nat Yannides dominating on the M's as she does on the Nine Network. Rising star of the football media. Chincotta. Now Hewitt hits 50, sends it out wide to Harry on the lead. Blues fans will like this. He's kicked pretty well tonight, Chief.
Yeah, and they both lead well. You'd like to see him do more of it. He broke clear. It was a nice, easy pass to hit. He was 5 or 10 metres in space. Quite quick off the mark, big Harry, for a giant of a man.
What's his numbers in front of the sticks this year, Chew? It's been vastly improved, I would have thought.
Yeah, no doubt, Howie, for Triple M. Red said 29-13 in terms of set shots this year.
And he's kicked 2 tonight, has the H-bomb. Gee, it's an excitement for Carlton fans moving into finals if these two big boys, him and Charlie, are up and firing. That's real bums on seats areas. Harry. Oh, look at that! Top shelf for Harry! Looks up at the chief and gives him a wink. And that is a fine finish from Harry Mackay. Carlton home for mine. 8-9-57 to 14-11-95. Extends it back out to a 38-point margin.
His conversion tonight's been exceptional. We've seen him kick a couple from the same spot there. Tight angles, set shots, straight as an arrow. Got his confidence up, looks a different man. He's standing over the ball, having a shot for goal now.
38 points on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. Bunnings Trade is helping you get the win this tax time with huge deals on top trade brands. Get in before June 30 and get your tax sorted out.
Chief, it's a particularly good effort. Last year, he looked like someone that was so devoid of confidence, ball in hand, that he almost didn't want the footy. To turn that around, last year 24-23 set shots, he's just got complete confidence all of a sudden.
Obviously done a lot of work, but as soon as they start going through, you grow in confidence, you start to trust it more.
And look, a potent side, Carlton, a genuine contender in 2024. And this is a fine performance. 15 minutes remaining in the match. Dempsey's drawing a free kick. Give us Ollie Dempsey's numbers, please, 2 minutes.
Dempsey, 18 disposals, 7 score involvements and a goal.
Far from their worst. Dempsey and a little kick too. He nearly collected close who it was intended for. Dempsey gets it back to Sam de Koning. Horrid kick, that one. Stengel had a play on it, couldn't complete it. Socket off the ground by McGovern. It's gone perfectly 45 metres straight in the lap of Tom de Koning. And they're away here, the Blues.
Chain of hand pass running out of space. So Cripps just has to hand pass in front of Walsh, who collects the footy on the way through. Henry applied the body. The Blues still retain possession. Good hand pass out the back. There's a bounce for Harry. He does. He scoots it further forward. And Chincotta can't quite keep it in. Bream hot water. Hot water needs replacing. Go for one that's steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install the room.
Tom and Mark, thank you.
My hot water blew up today. A cold shower. Wasn't good, Das.
Jumped in the river today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
As well.
And then went to have the warm shower to warm up, and the hot water was on the blink.
Any sharks in there, Howard?
No sharks down there. I saw a stingray the other day, don't they? Yeah, watch out for those big suckers. Blitzarves throws it on the boot with a spiral towards centre wing. Fist comes from the man with the biggest quads in the competition, officially ratified by champion data, Jacob Wiedering. He's got it again as quad man. Hand passing. Now to McGovern. A little chipping ball forward. Opened the door for Duncan, who was happy to step through it. Kicks the middle of the ground, ball to be won.
Chance here for Paul Edu. Brody Kemp was out there, I should say. This is Jordan Boyd now. Blues. Fitty against Tom Stewart. Chief, what did you think of it?
Well, again, it's very technical. He stepped about 1 metre over the mark. He didn't actually retard the player. He wanted to get right up in his face to stop him playing on. But he is basically a metre over the mark.
Harvey Norman replay, Dash, shows Tom de Koning on the bottom of the pack getting his face trod on accidentally by Mark Blitzarves. He's got the full studs down the side of his cheek.
He's getting a bit of attention for that. The goal has been scored by Hollands, but why are they calling that back, can I ask?
Well, no, he gave it to McGovern.
Did he? Sorry.
Yeah, he ran through the mark, I think.
Here's the 50 replay, Chief, on the Harvey Norman.
He goes over the mark.
Just a bit to think about as a modern
there's a lot going on, Howie, isn't there? It's such a technical game all of a sudden, AFL football, and big punishments if you get it right. Elijah Hollands has launched from 50. Carlton have kicked the first 3 goals of this last term. They've cracked 100, 15-11-101. Geelong are 8-9-57, and that is all on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
He's turned quickly again, Nate, isn't it? Yeah. Just dominating territory again, getting forward. And just finding options going forward. They've had a couple of 50s that have presented themselves with goal-scoring opportunities, but they're defending better now. When the ball's coming out of the Cats' defence, they've got a terrific wall set up and rebounding quickly.
Well, at this stage, they look like the major challenger to Sydney, along with probably Collingwood, when they get all their players back. Chief, where do you feel like the Blues' major weakness is?
Yeah, very good question.
Pretty complete across the ground, aren't they? I mean, they wouldn't want to lose Wiedering.
Structurally sound.
McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy. The level of concentration to stay within the rules for the modern AFL footballer is you've got to be on 100% of the time. Slight lapse and you can really cost your team. Atkins with a little turnover ball.
Play on. End zone.
Sends it forward to Henry. He looks for Rowan. Did well in the market contest, but Whitting arrived. He's a bit of an Isaac Painter. He never gets beaten in a one-on-one. Blues scooted out of defence off the ground. Akers started the game well. What's his numbers, Red's Ed?
Blake Akers, 17 touches and a goal.
A beautiful pick-up too by Elijah Holland. Sends it forward to Chin Cotter. Gets off Stewart. They're a blue wave now. Sending it deep forward. Chance nearly getting it to ground was Dirt in the sub. Did well in the air to contest the footy. Jack Henry's under pressure. They're under all sorts of pressure here. They've chopped it up. Now Kennedy squeezes it wide to Mackay. Fist comes from Blitzards. They'll come again though through Akers. They are not giving up here, the Blues. They just keep coming and coming. In the end he goes to Cowan. Kicks his first AFL goal. Lucky Cowan. The Blues come from everywhere and they are relentless.
Nice call, Howie. Really good call. And the move is going around the MCG for Cowan, kicking his first goal. And I'll tell you what, they are a good football side. Their pressure tonight, apart from a small spot in the third term where they dropped off, their pressure has been elite.
I'd love to see this kick from behind the goals, mate. I reckon it had a massive left to right bend on it. The umpire was working one way and then he came back and the roar came up late. You get a great view of it here on the Harvey Norman replay. Oh, it came late. He was up and about. 6 inside 50s for 4 goals straight in the final term.
75,218 people on the Harvey Norman. We just saw old Catman dance.
Old Half Cat. He's had a bit of a breakdown, Half Cat. I think
he was taking his makeup and whiskers and heading off.
He might have got a furball, I think, Half Cat.
He looks a bit sour.
He was scratching down there at something.
The worms.
It is all Carlton, 50-point lead. 4 unanswered goals in this last term. Picked up though by Myers. Can they get one back here? The Cats. Atkins trying to surge it forward. 35 metres out. Put the little handle out. It was a throw, in fact. Umpire right onto it. And Carlton dominating. Again, Newman going to take some time now. 12 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in this game. What a performance it's been from the Blues.
September with Carlton in it is a good September if you live in Melbourne, I reckon, as the ball goes across the line. Collingwood's in it, the big clubs, Essendon, Richmond have done it recently, Chief, but Carlton, we saw them live here on Friday night last September, and gee, it's a big crowd, big atmosphere.
Setting up for a nice final series, isn't it? The Bombers could be back there as well. Still looking to wrap down a top 4 position.
Don't forget the Hawks, Chiefy, coming with a bullet too. And our man Nick Watson starts kicking straight. Close, slide fumble. He's caught too by Elijah Hollands. And the umpires will separate him with the ball. Just in attack for the Cats in front of 75,218.
We get a free kick here. The Cats, Max Holmes tackled. But it's going to grind Myers. He'll be too far out to score. The goal assist specialist.
Go with him. Play on.
The traditional arc, he overcooked the arc and fell over Grime Myers, but it worked out okay. Sliding in Jezza. Has taken a mark. Jeremy Cameron's got a couple, two-man, am I correct?
Jeremy Cameron, 2 goals, 3 spot on. Das.
How many possessions to go with that for Jezza?
Yeah, 12 disposals, 8 score involvements. This will be his 9th if he scores.
Well and true within the superstar's capabilities. 48-metre kick. Goal umpire does not move a muscle. Jezza's got 3. 11 minutes remaining. 16-11, 107 Carlton. 9-9-63 Geelong. That's on the Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard. Bunnings Trade helping you get the win this tax time. Huge deals on top trade brands. Get in before June 30.
It's been an alarming drop-off for the Cats after the first 7 weeks of the season, Chief. And we're looking at them tonight. They're 7.5 goals down against an outfit in the Blues. And you worry that, are they good enough to pull themselves out of this and make September? They've got the stars, obviously, forward half of the ground in that man who just kicked the goal, Dangerfield back in the middle. But I do worry about their midfield and whether they're good enough to get enough football to service the champions they've got forward of the field.
Tell you won't like the replay, and that's Corey Durden. Just did not go back hard enough, had a chance to spoil, and just very, very meek effort.
Harry Mackay in the ruck always makes me nervous.
On the ball.
Cripps.
Wow.
He's done to hold the ball. Really take possession of the ball. It was sort of bobbling in his hands and got punched out cheap.
End zone.
Sam DeConing drops it inside 50. Fly from Rowan. Fist came from Wiedering, the undefeatable one.
My ball.
He's had a crack since he's come on Gary Rowan, thrown himself at everything.
He's up. Matt.
Kennedy's going to have a go on the ruck versus Dangerfield, who wins it comprehensively, but only as far as Akers. Strikes one tackle. Puts Boyd under pressure. Here comes Atkins. Can't break the Hewitt tackle. Umpire will separate him with the catch in attack, but this is game over here.
He's up.
It's a 44-point margin, Chewy? Yes.
44, yep.
Away the Blues.
Paddy Cripps does his fair share of ruck work at times. Dempsey gets it back to Stengel. Hasn't been able to get in the game. Tyson Stengel floats that one to the top of the square. Close, can't complete the mark. Atkins to Myers. Good enough to kick a goal from there, Brian Myers. And a late consolation goal off the boot of Brian Myers. Gets the margin back to 38 points. 10 minutes remaining in this game. That's all happening on the Triple M Bunny Straight scoreboard.
Cheers, man.
Under Chris Scott, previous 13 seasons, overall, Geelong have only been conceding 75 points per game, so that's ranked second defensively behind Sydney. However, past 7 matches, including tonight, they're conceding more than 100 points per game. In fact, 5 out of their past 8 matches, north of 100 points.
It's not something you hear very often, is it? The Cats' defence, which we've spoken so glowingly about for so long.
Straight back.
I guess some of that's due to the fact that they're not winning their share of ball through the middle. So too many opportunities are coming for opposition teams to push forward into their attacking 50.
Back to a 38-point margin the way of the Navy Blues. 10 to go. It's minutes in the final term. Cats again extracted out of the middle. Atkins, though, gives it to Tom DeConing. And the Blues send it to the attacking side of the square. Not under Walsh to bring it to ground. Chincotter's had a good day. Gives it back to Walsh, the clean one. Now Fogarty. Comes back to Walsh. Cincotta, chain of hand pass. They come again here, the Blues. Hollands, senior version. Put it in your book! Well, it's a big night for the Blues in front of nearly 76,000 people. Oliver Hollands hits the scoreboard. A 17th goal is still 9.5 on the clock. 17-11, 113 for Carlton. Cats 10-9, 69, 44 points. And you just feel like Carlton's playing with them a touch.
Work their way through the Cats' defence with a nice chain of hand passes, but love the composure of Ollie Hollands. He was going to have a shot on the left boot, but then realised he had a bit of time, accelerated into the space, and then steadied on his right foot and threaded the needle. Took it well.
9.5 remaining in this game. 44-point lead, 113 to 69. Carlton with a powerful statement on Friday night at kick-off round 15 here. 75,218 the official crowd, and it feels like a statement night for the Blues.
Really does.
Here they go again, Paddy Cripps. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Holmes did well to dispossess him. Jai Clark found the going tough tonight. The mark taken by Blake Akers. Paddy Cripps' night, Shoeman.
34 disposals, 12 clearances.
That's his career best, Shoeman, on the disposals.
PB, 42, Das.
Without a chance. 9 minutes remaining. Mackay sets himself at half forward. Push Jack in and flat out in the back. And a free kick going the way of the Cats. At half back.
Well, this put the Cats on the ladder too with those around them as the ball sent towards centre wing. And Tom DeConing just takes a nice intercept, floating across centre wing.
Yeah, Cats on the live ladder at the moment, 7th. So regardless of results remaining for this round, they'll still be inside the 8, Howie.
Who they got next week, both these sides?
Cats have Essendon next Saturday night at the MCG. The Blues have Richmond at the MCG.
It's a big game, isn't it, Essendon Geelong, the way the season's shaping up. As Kennedy's kick goes directly out from the foot.
I got it.
Who would you like for that one, Chief? Essendon Geelong?
Play on, no 15. Play on.
When are you talking about?
Next Saturday night.
Next Saturday night.
Play on.
Chief might have logged off for the night.
No. Well, it's hard to get a gauge on the Cats at the moment. They showed a couple of glimpses tonight where you thought they could make a run. And then how well the Bombers going.
Wettering takes comfortable mark at half back. His kick was a little sketchy. Opens his door for O'Connor. Cripps with a powerful tackle.
Who will go in favourites there, Nate? Essendon Geelong next week.
Essendon.
Paddy Cripps with a big play. Shane Warne stands side, the Carlton skipper. He looks to be running as well as we've seen him, Nate, for a long while, Paddy Cripps.
Absolutely. Started the game really well tonight. Had, I think, 11 disposals in that first quarter and has kept going. And he's rucked for vast periods of tonight. So when De Koning's gone off, and De Koning's probably had at least 7 minutes off each quarter. So I feel like Paddy Cripps has probably rucked for a full quarter tonight.
195 centimetres is Darcy. He's a beast of a man.
And I like that move, Howie, because you get an extra midfielder. Yep. He's strong enough to wrestle the boundary throw-ins with almost any ruckman anyway, Paddy Cripps, but you're going to be nervous as a big man with his ability around the ground. So it's a good move from Michael Voss. Gives him some flexibility there. Working in the clearances. It's been an absolute smashing tonight around the footy. Oh, Curnow picked it up. It's clean as a whistle. That's a touch of A-grade class from Charlie Curnow, who's got a lazy 4 goals tonight, leading the Coleman race. And a big score unfolding for the Navy Blues, 18-11, 119 to 10-9, 69. And he's on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
He's been good. Carlton 9 inside 50 for 6 goals straight in this last quarter, so efficiently. Now look at that battle between Curnow and Kolodjasny. You'd have to say Kolodjasny's done a pretty good job with the amount of ball that's been in there and how quickly it's gone in there. Charlie Curnow is the best forward in the competition. He's kicked 4, but I tell you what, he's had to kick his last 2. That was a miraculous goal to be able to do what he did then. And the other one, he picked the footy up at the same end and slammed on the boot with his left from about 45. So the last 2 goals have been brilliant by Curnow, but take nothing away from Kolodjasny. He's been all right tonight.
Most goals since 2022. Charlie Curnow on 187, leads Cameron on 145. So that's a nice gap on the field. A nice gap on the field since 2022. O'Connor. Blitz halves, Geelong through the middle of the ground through Malibu. Mitch Duncan delayed the hand pass to Myers. Gets inside 50. Only outside of the boot. Only as far as McGovern. It's been great to see him get a good run at it this season, getting over injuries.
It's a good point you make, Howie, Mitch McGovern. Chivy seems to be moving better than he's ever moved as well. Mitch McGovern, is that a fair call? Chief?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Chew. I was wondering why you were talking to the little man next to me. No, I think he's moving really well. He does look fit.
I reckon he did, Chief.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah,
thank you.
I meant to say Chief, but
I think Chew came out.
Chew didn't speak either.
The Coney boys pushing and shoving. Tom plays on. Hacks a high ball inside 50 on the left. Oh, Curnow bounced off his chest. He's still in the area. Keep an eye on Charlie. He's still in the area. Geelong move it forward now. Walsh takes possession. Snaps it around the corner. He's still in the area. Charlie, but it's rushed through for a behind. 120 up for the Cats. 69.
Thanks.
In fact, is Geelong. Carlton's 120, so it's a 51-point margin the way the Blues with 6 on the clock as the Coney boys push and shove, and Mum has a good old laugh.
Do you know that Ash joined the North Melbourne Premiership reunion last week?
Did he really? So he should too. He's a big part of that, the two man. 2-time day, 2-time night.
Yep.
Legend, the two man.
Who'd you spend most of your time with, Chew?
No, it's good old stats buddies from the 90s. Howie, got a photo with Dennis Page, and David King did a very good job emceeing the gig. Chat's very funny.
Duck there?
He wasn't there, Brownie.
Nick Newman has a shot at goal. It'll be his first goal of season 2024. He's originally a rookie to the Sydney Swans. Nick Newman runs around, beautiful kick. Look at that, like an arrow. It's celebration time for Carlton. 19-12-126. Cats 10-9-69. In front of 70,000 plus at the MCG on the Triple M Bunnings trade scoreboard.
Oh, they're all celebrating now. They're sharing it around, all getting involved. This is going to be a very, very impressive win in the end of the Blues. They're building in confidence, starting to consolidate in the top half of the top 8. They are looking ominous.
Chew, this is a pretty big number put up against the Cats.
Yes.
Well, mind you, we saw that happen up the top end, didn't we?
Yeah.
A ridiculous number put against them.
So the last time the Blues defeated Geelong by more than 50 points, 50-plus points, was 2004, Howie. Round 2, 2004.
20 years ago, Chew up below. Newman nails his first of the evening. He kicks 6 goals to 2 for the term. 27-point margin at three-quarter time, with Geelong kicking the last 3 to work back into it. Has blown out, as Chew-Man said, to a 57-pointer. Geelong moved the ball out of the middle of the ground towards Stengel, who's had a pretty quiet night as Tice. Doesn't many opportunities on the Reds, as Chewy.
Stengel, Howie, 13 disposals. Just the one behind. He's only been held goalless once this season, which was the opener for the Cats against St Kilda.
Geelong take on Essendon, then Hawthorn at home, Collingwood at the G, the Dogs at home, and then the Kangaroos down in Tasmania. So a few tough games in there. Blitzarves does well, grabs it out of the ruck, sends it forward to Cameron. He's been pretty good. He's kicked 3. Here's a chance for Stengel. Goes for a bit of a check-side style ball, and he kicks it. And that's the class of the man, and that's why there's big bucks on the table for him, because he can create something out of nothing. Stengel from 40 on the check side gets Geelong's 11th alongside 9. There's 75. Carlton's 19-12, 126. It is a 51-point margin.
Adam Sard's done a very good job on him tonight, one of the best lockdown defenders in the competition, but credit to Jeremy Cameron. He came out full-chested at that and picked it up from his bootlaces.
Okay.
And the give-off to Stengel was good. This game just petering out at the moment. A little bit of stat filling going on, boot filling.
One of those expressions, like the Joe the Goose, you never understand. Why does the game peter out? Who was Peter, and did he just drop off in the last quarter? What's his story?
We could look into that, Howie, for you.
You got any insight into that?
Not sure.
It's probably biblical.
Well, that's your area. We'll get Tunners up the back to finally fire a shot and have a look for us.
Well, he was one of the apostles, Nate, wasn't he?
Did he slacken off in the second half of the Testament, Chief? Or what did he do? Did he?
Carlton serves this one out of the centre clearance to Sam Walsh. And they hit back the quick reply, and Sam Walsh just dusts off the shoulders. Says, cop that. They are loving life, the Carlton fans. They are sensing 2024 is a live year. And they look like a powerful unit. 20-12-132. Carlton 11-9-75. Geelong. Triple M Bunnings Trade scoreboard.
It's another clearance masterclass, Chief. So Sam Walsh started in the middle of the ground. Clearance went in. He kept running. Received the handball. And that is what a clearance is meant to be. It was clean. It was efficient. They all followed up. The handball was nice. Paddy Cripps got it forward. And a nice finish in the end.
So many boxes to tick for the Blues tonight. It's their highest pressure of the season. Over 200. They've maintained it throughout the 4 quarters. You want to talk about efficiency. In this fourth term, they've gone inside 50 12 times. They've kicked 8 goals, 1. That's ridiculous.
Das, I'm loving the celebrations that are coming into our game. A bit of individual flair in a team game. It's nice. Tom De Koning wobbles it forward. Curnow looking for a 5th. Still in the area. Comes out to Stengel, completely overruns it. Till he doesn't. Oh, good tackle by Harry Mackay.
I sense if Chief had his time again,
yes,
he'd bring a bit more Hollywood and a bit more sizzle.
Yep.
At least maybe a couple of handstands, Mark Jacko Jackson style from Chiefs.
Just a smile would be happy.
Never had the energy.
Just some sort of teeth showing, like just something that showed us that he had.
Well, let me ask you a question, mate.
A little bit of warmth in there.
Do you want celebrations or do you want 8 a week?
I wanted both.
Oh, you greedy mongrel.
Too busy kicking 1,254, the Chief. Kennedy.
Dermott did all the celebrating for you, didn't he?
He did miss too often, Derm. Cats go forward. Ollie Henry has not been able to get near it tonight. Walsh, brilliant move. Pirouetted his way out of trouble. It's a half forward. The kick misses Mackay. Jasny Gets back, he wants the boundary line and walks it over, Howie.
Does. Back in the 19th century, the miners used to refer to rocks or coal or gold as peter. That's what they called it. And when the mine had run out, it petered out.
Well, Pete, P-E-A-T was
a bit
in
of
the
coal,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, maybe that's. I didn't get
Is that
the
where
spelling,
it came from?
but there you go. That's from our man Tunners.
That's P-E-A-T, not P-E-T-R, the rock.
Or was it P-E-T or P-A-T? Tunners back there.
P-A-T.
Well, he's saying P-E-T-R, but I understand that sort of thick mud-like substance that you're describing as peat that they get in the moors of England, Chiefy.
It's Tunner's best bit of producing in 12 years. Right there, Howie.
First time
Probably
listen to us.
There's the ball's on the outer side. Well, he showed real weakness today because he lined up Rodney Eade to come on for 6 weeks.
What happened to Rocket?
Well, there was some agreement and disagreement as to whether he should come on for various reasons, and our man buckled like something that buckles. He got one look from the chief and he just scurried out the back of the box.
Touch weak need, you reckon?
He did.
I think he made the right choice, Tunners.
Who we got?
Okay, have a look
Carlton,
at Diesel.
who's going up? Matty going
Speaking
up.
of celebrating and happy with life.
Selfies.
The Carlton footy director, the great Greg Williams. So he should be. If you're a Carlton lover, this is something to behold here. Big crowds, big scores, classy play. They're good to watch, the Blues. Cripps, how many now? 2 men.
Triple M Red said 40 touches.
40 from Paddy Cripps. 2.5 minutes remaining. They're going to kick another one here potentially. 4 to 50. Zach Williams open goal square. Curnow couldn't quite complete the mark. Jack Henry. Kolachasny falling over. 5 coming up for Charlie. He tumbles it through. It just gets better and better for the famous Navy Blues. 21-12, 138. This is against Geelong. 11-9-75. Unbelievable scenes here on the Triple M Bunnies trade scoreboard.
Big game from Paddy Cripps. 40 disposals. If you come into this game and you said, look, I want Cripps and Walsh to have a stack of it, 8 between the forwards, you'd be very happy. And Harvey Norman replay screen, Diesel down there, just high-fiving everybody. And this is a juggernaut that is going to be hard to stop. I mean, they kicked 5 goals on the Brisbane Lions in the prelim last year and then let that go. So last year wasn't their year. They were very, very close. They have improved. Their pressure have improved. If I looked out there and there's one player I did not want to lose, it's Jacob Wiedering. I feel like that is their Achilles heel. If he goes down, they will struggle, but he is a wonderful player. And there's another great David Parkin.
So the Swans have lost 1 game for the year against Richmond at the MCG.
But they're going to get a prelim home final, basically, Sydney Swans.
Yeah. All things come to pass. Blues, close. Caught by Foggett. He's not getting out of that tackle.
Felt like Das was very keen to not have Rocket on as well.
Yeah, he shut it down pretty quick.
It felt like that
I speak to
he
Rocket.
was worried that Rocket might say something inappropriate.
I catch up with Rocket almost weekly these days. He's the director of coaching at Scotch College. Rocket,
Is he?
Going beautifully down there.
What do you chat about?
Chat about footy and life. Makes me laugh, Rocket.
Caught in a tackle was Tui. Admittedly, I tried to stand up the Chief for about 8 seconds and he gave him that look and I said, no, I don't think it's a good idea either.
Chief certainly gave it to you, Howie.
He did.
It's Carlton's highest score against Geelong for 30 years.
Come on, Chief.
If you don't mind.
All right.
Since the 95 grand final.
Blues have got it centre wing.
I believe Chief's words were, Howie, don't be a smart ass.
Stay out.
And then we're all too scared to talk about it in the pre-game. Yeah, all right. High ball from Akers sets a task and Zach Guthrie's the only one up to it. Well, this is going to be widely discussed for the positives of the Blues and the negatives for the Cats, this one.
Play on.
You know, 1 minute and 5 on the clock with the Cats deep in defence, trailing by 53 points.
What was the margin in the 95 grand final, Chew? Just, can you look that one up?
Will do.
The great Diesel kicked 5 in that famous grand final.
Here we go, 61 points, and they kicked 141.
63 now.
3 points at the moment. Jeremy Cameron has it. Shane Warne stands side. Dempsey, classy handball. Ollie Dempsey. He's got great game awareness. They're going coast to coast here, the Cats, so they might pinch a late goal. 28 seconds remaining. Little chip over the top. Brad Close takes the chest mark. 35 out. There's numbers every centre in kick, but opened the door for Williams, picked up by Atkins. And he's kicked it straight into the lap of Blake Acres on the last line of defence. And Carlton fans are well aware that this is a huge night for their footy club. 75,218 in the house at the MCG. And what a night for Carlton. 21-12-138. They smashed the Cats 11-9-75.
By 19 at quarter time, 36 at the major break, back to 27 after the Cats kicked the last three leading into the three-quarter time break. But they kicked the first four and it was game done in the final quarter. In the end, Carlton 138-75, 63-point winners. And Charlie Curnow kicked 5, Harry Mackay kicked 3, and Jeremy Cameron kicked 3 for the defeated Cats in front of 75,218 people. Here's Abby Holmes with Tom DeConing, courtesy of our friends at 7.
Your brother as well.
Absolutely. Wasn't expecting him to be in the ruck, but yeah, it was a pleasant surprise, and just loved the battle against him, and happy to come away with the win.
You didn't hold back, there's no doubt about it. So you just touched on it though. There was no insight. There was no insider knowledge. The first time you knew that you were going head to head was when he was looking at you, staring into your eyes at that centre bounce.
Exactly. That's why I had a bit of a laughing moment in there when I was like, oh, this is going to be great. So definitely wasn't expecting. I thought Blitz would be in there for sure, but yeah, happy with the way it turned out, and it was a good battle, and hopefully we can have a few more.
How do you think your mum and dad went? At least both of you kicked a goal.
Yeah, they would have been going crazy up there. We've got the whole family up there. We've got 15 tickets this week, so yeah, they would have loved the whole game. So it's good to get the win this time.
Is there a brotherly wager on it at all? Coffees for a year or a nice dinner somewhere?
Nah, nothing like that. Maybe once finals comes around, if we get the opportunity to play against each other, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, nah, nothing like that. I didn't even know he was going to be in there, so yeah, it was a pleasant surprise.
I want to ask you about your form at the moment. Career best, there's no doubt about that. 25 disposals, 20 contested possessions, another 7 clearances. How much confidence do you have with what you're able to do out here on game day?
Yeah, a lot. I think I know my role back to front now, and I've got the trust of my teammates, and I have the utmost trust in them to get their roles done, so that helps me a lot. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my footy at the moment.
You are playing that role beautifully. Go and enjoy this. Soak it up.
Thanks, Abby. Cheers.
Beautifully done by Abby Holmes. She's got a great rapport with the players. There's Tom DeConing, and the other big story out of this, Nathan Chief, Tom Hawkins, who it looked like he'd rolled an ankle the way he grabbed it, but he did it without contact. Dash, you immediately said, oh gee, I hope it's not an Achilles, etc. But he's walking with crutches out in the middle of the MCG here, Chief.
It's not encouraging, is it, taking all the weight off it? And you mentioned that he felt for the ankle, but let's hope it's not the top of the foot.
Yeah.
The bones, you know, the navicular and all those sort of things that can be terrible injuries, and you'd hate to think at this stage of the year, if he had a serious injury, what that might mean.
Yeah, it looks like it's more than a rolled ankle. Here's Paddy Cripps again with Abby.
Probably just the relentless attitude all day. We've been building, like, start of the year, we'll get wins, but we felt like we had a lot of our game to grow, and then obviously some challenge with a few injuries, but we've had a really consistent side now for 4 weeks, and you can see the confidence growing. The guys are playing their role. We're celebrating that, and then even that, like, they came back into the third, but just the composure at three-quarter time to reset and lock back in, and then we're finishing off games really strongly at the moment, and that's probably the most pleasing thing. You
went full beast mode. I mean, we expect that week in, week out from you. 41 disposals, 13 clearances, but I want to ask you about your midfield in particular. It's always a challenge against the Cats side, particularly with Paddy Dangerfield in there, but you just seem as though you're going from strength to strength each week. Yeah, look, every team's got great midfield. It's always good when you've got some of the best players like Danger to go up against, but really proud we spin a few through there. Everyone's got set roles, but when we play, with that selfless attitude and that power,
we know we can be hard to stop. So, I think everyone got a bit of a lick out there tonight. But, to kick 130 is great, but we're more pleased with the 75. We've sort of been working on our defence, and slowly over the last sort of month we've really knuckled down and been really hard to play against, which is probably the most pleasing.
You mentioned roles there. I mean, we so often speak about your superstars, and rightly so, but this side has a bunch of role players that are just coming in, week out, getting it done, and Alex Cincotta is one of those. Nice for him to kick a couple on the other way as well. Yeah, he's been huge. It's great that some of these guys are starting to get recognised, and it's probably for a couple of years we recognise them internally, but it's the guys that get the possessions and the goals that probably get recognised externally. But these guys are starting to get recognised, and they deserve it, because without them we can't do what we do. And they're playing really good footy, and you see all the successful sides. They've got great role players that are really happy to do it, and it's just a system, and everyone's happy for each other, which is good. Carlton Respects game, of course, in front of 75,000 here, Friday night footy at the G. How much does it mean for the football club? Yeah, it's great. Like this initiative's been going for 8 years, and I think it's really powerful. And the footy's a place for everyone to come to. Everyone should enjoy it. Everyone should be a safe environment, not only kids, but the women and men and everyone. But I think just to raise awareness for what's going on out there, and if everyone out there, the respect and what we can show for not only everyone but also women is critical. So I'm glad it got exposure in this round, and I know as a club we'll keep putting it in front of mind for the next few years as well. Well done, Paddy. Go and soak this up. Consolidated second spot on the ladder. Well done. Thanks, Alex. Good stuff.
Good stuff indeed. You'd be a proud mum and dad if Patrick Cripps was your son. All right, plenty to come. The votes, into the rooms, the song, interviews. Carlton by 63 points. 138 to 75. Charlie Curnow with 5. McDonald's Room Hot Water, Triple M, Rocks Footy.
That quarter for Bunnings Trade. Bunnings Trade is helping you get the win this tax time with huge deals on top trade brands. Get in before June 30.
For Ream Hot Water,
Triple M Rocks Footy.
Hot water needs replacing? Go for one that's steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a Ream.
Hey, there he is. How's dad life?
Phil, I'm so tired, but it's the best.
All settled in with everything?
Yeah, pretty much. Switched my super over to C-Bus too.
What's that got to do with your kid?
Oh, well, I really got to make sure this hard work pays off now. You know.
True.
C-Bus Super, making hard work pay off since 1984. To consider if C-Bus is right for you, go to cbussuper.com.au for PDS and TMD. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Cut through the background blah to hear more of the sounds you want to hear with Specsaver's advanced hearing technology.
He gives it everything he's got from outside 50. It's a goal!
Book a hearing appointment with our audiology professionals for high-definition sound at low Specsavers prices. Always follow the directions for use.
Tradies, gear up for winter with Hard Yakka. We're redefining toughness for the colder months. Our new winter range for men and women is here, featuring a huge selection of ultra-warm jackets and vests ready to shield you from the elements. And our iconic 3056 tradie boot, a must-have for the season. Every item crafted for durability and outstanding performance. So get your winter gear sorted at your nearest stockist or visit hardyakka.com. For the Aussie legends of today, Hard Yakka, nothing's tougher.
For the hottest of hot water you've ever seen. Ream comes on steady, hot and strong. It just keeps on and on.
Ream's been proudly manufacturing here in Australia for over 80 years.
Install a Ream. Install a Ream.
So ask your plumber for Ream, Australia's #1.
What's on your Aussie bucket list? Sitting around the campfire on a beach at Exmouth after fishing all day? Exploring the tip of Cape York or the bottom of the Eyre Peninsula? Do it all in a titanium caravan. Australian made, Australian owned, superior quality and ultimate comfort. With titanium caravans, you can go off-road and off-grid in total luxury. Experience Titanium Caravans for yourself in their Epping showroom or visit titaniumcaravans.com.au.
At Bunnings Trade, we can help you get the win with Power Pass. Get exclusive prices on heavy hitters like AEG, Makita, DeWalt, Pazload, Bosch and loads more. Break through the pack with fast checkout through the Power Pass app. Get end-to-end support in-store and over the phone. And pick up the bill with flexible payment options, including cash, credit or a 30-day account. Back the winning team. Sign up for Power Pass today. T's and C's apply. See website for details. Bunnings Trade. Helping business is our trade.
That's right, buddy. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners is giving you up to $500 cash bonus and supporting Heart Kids Australia with every eligible claim. This year, they're celebrating 25 years of designing quality products with unrivaled reliability, superior performance and cutting-edge technology. So it's no surprise they have the highest levels of customer satisfaction. Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air. Terms and conditions apply.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
The Triple M footy review for Amy. Clangers happen. Lucky you're with Amy.
The Blues put 21 goals, 12 behinds on the Cats, 138 to 75, 63-point winners. Into the room shortly. Choice Hotels around the grounds. Whatever your reason for travelling, you get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead and book it. The mighty Melbourne Storm 30 to 24 winners over the Dolphins, and Pappenhausen's back after the ankle scored in the 11th minute. So a good night for the Melbourne Storm and Craig Bellamy's team. And the Blues come back in, sitting where on the ladder, Chewy?
Second on the live ladder, Howie.
For a Friday night feed, make it smart with a new McSmart meal from Macca's. 2 burgers, small fries and a soft drink for $6.95. Nat, you need, he's a bit down there.
How excited will Howard be
yes.
right now, Howie?
They're texting me, lots of blue love hearts, so she'll be very, very happy.
Very, very passionate Carlton supporter.
Very.
Did he get your finals tickets organised, Howie?
Yes. Yeah, I did it, sorted it out last year, Chief, but we might need the big one this year. Here's the Blues, big winners. Shortly tonight, I'm loving it moment happened in the final quarter. Here's how it was called on Triple M footy. They'll come again though through Acres. They are not giving up here. The Blues, they just keep coming and coming. In the end, it goes to Cowan. Kicks his first AFL goal. Lockie Cowan. The Blues come from everywhere and they are relentless. Leroy's obviously fired with a couple of big bubblers up early. He's enjoying it. I like the big mooing from the Carlton fans as well.
Cowan moo.
Yep. Clangers happen. Lucky you're with Amy. Now, the Triple M VP Award for Employment Hero, from high to retired, Employment Hero. HR, recruitment and payroll software, they handle it all. Search Employment Hero today. We'll get the votes from our man Noodles.
1 vote to Sam Walsh, 33 disposals, the most score involvements on the ground. He was brilliant. Clearance work was great. Tom de Koning, 2 votes. I thought he was the one that got them going. He had 10 score involvements as well. But Paddy Cripps, the clearance work he did tonight, 13 clearances, 41 disposals. He was big. 8 score involvements, 3 votes to Paddy Cripps.
What's on tomorrow, Noodles?
Just lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff, righto. What about you, Chiopolo?
Just lots of
I'll be back here at the G tomorrow night, Melbourne v North Melbourne.
Magnificent. Chiefy, what's your day? A day off tomorrow?
Yeah, lots of sleep.
Right. Do you get a trophy or anything as a legend, or what? Is there actually, you walk out with any possession?
I think they give you a framed picture and
okay, will that go up in the hallway at home?
Nothing goes up at my place, mate.
Does it not? Where is it all? Where's all the flags and the medals and the Coleman?
Everything in actual fact is stored at my brother's place.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in boxes.
Collect it. Get it to the Hawthorn Museum so people can see it.
No, they've got some of my stuff. Hawthorn Museum has some of my stuff.
There's a big groove on his couch, Howie, where he spends a lot of time. Much too few.
See if I can make that a bit deeper over the weekend.
Add a few more hours.
What do you got on tomorrow, Das? No school footy for the young blokes tomorrow.
No school footy tomorrow, which is a good thing. Go for a walk with my beautiful wife, Howie.
Right.
At some stage.
That's
maybe around the
nice.
town.
That's beautiful.
Not as romantic as I won't post about it and share it with the world, but
okay.
Maybe it's something.
Do we think we're getting
The time
interviewed,
you-
Tanners?
Oh, I won't say that.
No, go on.
No, don't say it. Well, I don't know what you're going to say, but
Well,
don't say it.
we don't get to see pictures of you. And
I don't know whether
and
it was
beautiful Beck,
an
do you?
on-air conversation or off-air, so I might wait for the break.
Thanks, mate.
Okay. We'll get down to Nat shortly. I think the Blues have just
You
gone
idiot.
into a quick meeting. Nat, give us a nice scene setter.
Well, as you can imagine, Howie, the Blues fans that are down here in the rooms are pretty up and about because, I mean, they're second on the ladder. They've had an amazing win over a team that has been so good in the competition for such a long period of time. So there's an air of excitement around the Blues at the moment. A really, really good feeling. I saw Diesel Williams come in before and everyone started yelling out at him and Vossi was giving all the fans high fives as he walked in. So it's certainly a lot calmer than what it was, say, 12, 18 months ago when they were under all sorts of pressure and Michael Voss was under a lot of pressure. Since then, they've made a prelim and they're going absolutely swimmingly at the moment. So, yeah, they're pretty happy down here and there's quite a few of them that have decided that this is where they want to spend their Friday night with their favourite team.
How about you, Nat? What are you up to tomorrow out of interest? What's Saturday look like for you?
Oh, guys, I've literally been spending the whole day working out how we're going to structure our bulletin tomorrow. So
You actually read the sport normally on the weekend,
I
don't
read
you?
the sport on Saturday. So if you're tuning into Channel 9, I'll be reading the sport from possibly the MCG. We'll possibly be live from the MCG. So just more footy for me, really.
And you do a fine job.
Yeah.
How are you going working with Chompers every day, Nat? How's that
Chompers
working
is,
out?
oh no, I shouldn't call him that. Tony is about to go over to Wimbledon, so he's in a pretty good mood at the moment. Just about to go over to London and then do the Olympics as well. So everything is going very well in the Channel 9 newsroom.
So when that happens, does he present the news or is there a queue between you and Stanners and the crew as to who will read the sport?
No. Tony's got the run of the mill at Channel 9. He's the big bopper, so he'll be reading from London and from Paris.
Righto, Nat. Well, are you going to get us an interview, Nat, or are we just going to stretch this out a bit longer?
I can't promise you anything. I
Right.
actually have nothing else to talk about in my life. Hang on, I'm going to go find Matt Owies because he's in here somewhere. Everyone else has come out. Let me go find out from the Carlton media people exactly what's going on because I think they've lost the poor bloke. He's probably gone off to celebrate somewhere because we know. Oh, hang on a second, I found him. You know what? I'm going to go get him.
Go and grab him.
Let's just go talk to him.
That's the
Let's
way,
just
Nat.
roam him, Brian. Oh no, he's gone to the bathroom. Matt,
Go
come
in there.
back. No,
Go
I
in
can't
there,
go
Nat.
down there. I can't
Chase
go
him in
down there,
there.
guys. Sorry.
All right. Well, Nat, I think that might be all we hear from you because they've got the relays,
We've timed out, I think.
Kalgoorlie, they've got the fishing show to get to and etc. So I think
Jasper needs to get home as well.
Well,
he looks
he's
tired.
going out.
What are we doing here, Tunners? You actually produce something at some point. No, we don't have a guest, so we just continue to stretch amongst ourselves and
Tell us about your Indonesian holiday, Howie. What are you up to?
off to Sumba and Lombok, which I'm looking forward to. Staying at a place called Cap Caroso, which is pretty much like camping in a tent on the beach, Das, which will be very nice.
6 stars set up.
2,000 a night.
Looking forward to that. So heading over.
You're paying $2,000 a night, eh?
For a tent on the beach?
It's actually, I think it might be a touch more than that. But,
I don't think he settles for a tent.
No, but
He's
I
had a
did
big
just,
week, Howie. He's
I
been
did-
buying mansions on the waterfront.
Let's
Finally,
get to what I did get. Well, I just got the email from our friends at the BCCI with the IPL checks just gone in. So that's given me a nice
some US dollars.
lift to go on a
we
holiday.
know you don't pay tax, so
I think we've got to get off air here, Tunners. We're really sort of starting to run out of things to talk about. Chewy, what do you got to talk to us about? Chewy? Anything?
No, nothing at all, Howie.
Okay,
No.
Nat's secured an interview with our man that can celebrate like few others, have you, Nat?
I found him. He stopped celebrating. Matt, we absolutely love the way that you go about it. We love your celebrations after a goal. You got 3 tonight. Are you struggling to find inspiration for these celebrations? What's going on?
Yeah, I have no idea what I do. I sort of get lost in the moment and just carry on a bit too much, I reckon. But I said to the boys when I came to the bench after one of them, I think my head was outside the MCG, so it's probably a little bit too much. But yeah, I'll try and provide some energy for the boys. And yeah, it was awesome to end up on a few and to kick a massive score as a team.
Matty, what about the one where you grabbed your jumper after the goal? Was that directed at anyone in particular?
No, I don't know.
Matty, come on.
I love the club, and they've given me a lot of time and took a chance on me. So I love playing here. And
I noticed Zach Tui was in the area.
Yeah, he gave one last time. So I don't know. There's a little bit there, but
nice.
Yeah, just love the club.
Your pressure was outstanding tonight, over 200 for the whole night. Can you feel that when you're out there?
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of the boys after, especially Jacob Wiedering. He probably feels it the most down there. It's probably a lot easier when the ball's got a lot of pressure on, and that's something we pride ourselves as a team on, and yeah, it was on full display tonight.
Hey, Matt, the Owies brothers, the DeConing brothers head-to-head was fascinating. Did you have any sense that matchup was a chance tonight?
To be honest, I didn't even really think about it, but yeah, it was awesome to see Tommy probably get the better of him, and yeah, there was a bit of argy-bargy there, so no love lost out there.
What's on for the weekend, Matty?
God, can't think past tonight. Probably put the feet up. I'd love a red wine and probably go watch the VFL tomorrow with some of the boys. And
what's your go-to bottle of red wine?
Well, we got Brad Ebert at the club, and he has a company called Hey Diddle, so I'll give him a shout out. He's come out with a new Pinot, so might crack one of them tonight.
Nice McLaren Vale Pinot, Howie.
Right. Hey, good on you, Matt. Tell Nat she can have the rest of the night off. We appreciate your time. Well done to you and the Blues.
Thank you very much, guys.
O-Dog.
What did you call him?
O-Dog. Howie. I reckon he gets O-Dog.
No, I think it's the first time ever.
Yeah.
63-point win for the Blues. You know what we've done? We've petered out in the last 5 minutes. We've definitely petered out. Leroy, you bubble one up. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a fantastic weekend. Say good day to your next door neighbour. The Blues by 63 points. McDonald's, Ream Hot Water, Triple M, Rocks Footy.
The Triple M Footy Review for Amy. Clangers happen. Lucky you're with